It's a new year, y'all. And for me, I've never been one to do resolutions. I do solutions. And for the past almost 2 years, I've been drinking AG1 every single day, thanks to my brother, Dr. Andrew Huberman, who turned me on to this incredible product. Every day, every morning, no exceptions. Just one scoop and a glass of water. They also make packs that you can travel with. That's been very, very helpful for me as a active touring person. Having these packets with me all around the world has been really, really helpful. So if you're a musician or somebody that is always on the go, the travel packs are incredible. AG1 delivers my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, and pre and probiotics. It's very powerful, it's very healthy, and it's really simple, man. Healthy aging shouldn't feel complicated. The thought of taking multiple supplements and all these types of vitamins and stuff and powders, it's truly exhausting for me. I've never been one to take a lot of multivitamins anyway throughout my whole life. I always prided myself in just eating vegetables and eating all the stuff I need naturally, not in a pill form. So this is incredible. It covers my nutrient gaps. It supports my mental and physical health. AG1 is hassle-free, 60 seconds every morning. It's the high-quality ingredients of pre and probiotics, adaptogens and antioxidants, and whole food sourced nutrients. I drink it every single day. Every batch of AG1s goes through rigorous testing processes, and their ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrient density. If there's one product I can suggest to you guys, it's the AG1s, man. This has been a life changer for me. So go to ag1.com/OLLC, and you can get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. With AG1, I know I'm getting essential brain, gut, and immune health support, vitamins, probiotics, and nutrients for the day, and it's helped my mental and physical. So if there's one thing I can recommend to you guys, it's AG1s. It's my nutritional insurance. I pride myself as almost being 54 years old, not going to the doctor all the time. Knock on wood. I've been healthy my whole life and try to strive to be a healthy person, stay young, stay full of energy, and still do the things I love that I did as a kid. That's why I still skateboard, play music, exercise. So start the year off right. AG1, ag1.com/OLLC. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. If you want to just get Liquid Death water, go to amazon.com. But for the merchandise and other cool items, exclusive items, go to liquiddeath.com/Toby and get free shipping. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst, stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives. Welcome to the One Life One Chance Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. I had caffeine today. My brother from another mother, Mr. Derek Green, is back from tour with Creator. Welcome back.
What's up?
You were out for a minute, like a month at least.
Yeah, that was cool.
I got to see you in Los Angeles for the second time. Sounded incredible, man.
Thank you.
I don't know if it was the venue played it last time or the sound or just the lighting and everything. Every single person I came with like, holy shit.
We had our drummer back. That was a
Oh,
big
that's
plus.
right.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
That helped.
Fuck.
Nah, that was dope, though. Thanks for showing up, though.
No, it was wonderful,
that was
man.
mad
And you
cool.
just played with these guys, too.
Yeah, in Daytona
Yep.
at the Rockville.
Yeah.
The
Festival.
Rockville.
And who are these guys?
So we got OGM, we got Yeti Bones here. And so the name, I always thought was like Horror 999 or like, there's a different ways you say it or different. I always try to figure it out when I first saw the name.
It's just horror.
Just horror, yeah.
Okay.
But when you text me, I think it said 999 too or something like that too. Horror, yeah.
I really
It's
emphasize.
so I love it. It's so original,
999,
man.
You know.
And then your style too. I did a crazy deep dive on a lot of your shit and just like, it's such a mix of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hip hop, hardcore, industrial, whatever. It's just everything, man. It's just
deep rooted. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
and both from New Jersey. So you're Newark and he's Elizabeth, right?
Mm-hmm. Originally, yes. Yeah. Say London.
And so did you guys grow up together?
No. We didn't grow up together. We had mutual friends. Like one of my homies, I moved to Linden. Like so, there's Elizabeth.
Linden, yeah.
So like, and I moved to Linden. So I spent a lot of my time in Linden. One of my homies lives in Roselle, which is the town over, and he went to school with Nehemiah and Maroof and like these dudes, and we just all started hanging, and just got really cool. Just
Was that like the New Jersey Street Clan thing?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to I used to go to shows in New York when I
Yeah.
started
Get
finding out
loose.
about like just different scenes and events and parties going on, and I kind of got sucked into that world of going to shit in like Bushwick and Williamsburg and certain parts of Queens, and then
Word.
I would bring them along, and we was like the crew from Jersey. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
We would go into these parties, and everybody be like, "Oh, yo, that's them. Yo, what's good?" You
Yeah,
know,
because motherfuckers from New York don't come out to it. Jersey.
Nah.
Like, you know the vibe.
That's
at all.
facts.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
right. At
Like
all.
Jersey, why would we go there when we got everything we need here? Like, you know what
True.
I mean? But like, for
Unless
us,
you were going to like Hoboken to see a
Shit.
show back in the day.
Or Asbury
Right.
Park back in the day,
Right,
Stone
yeah.
Pony.
Yeah.
Right. Those are
Yeah.
the only places, you know what I mean? But anywhere near us is like, you got to be local to know what's going on. And
Yeah.
then so we trying to get outside of that. So yeah, we would definitely
Yeah.
cross that
Yeah,
cross that
you know what I mean?
bridge.
Yep. So with the NJ Street Clan, we was like creating our own like movement to apart to what was going on in Jersey, because you know we was like the weirdos. We was like the unique ones in Jersey. You know, in Jersey in that time, you know, it's just mad
It's-
hood. It's just mad.
It's,
hood.
it's baggy jeans. It's like, you know, we kind of stuck in this one mentality, you know.
Yeah.
It's one space, and anybody doing anything outside of that, you're a fucking
A weirdo.
yeah, pretty much.
Same with
Right.
Derek growing up in Cleveland.
No, I
Having
feel
big
you.
dreads
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, they're
Right.
just like, why don't you comb your hair?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Why your jeans so tight?
Yeah.
Yo, what's all this? What are you
Yeah.
listening to?
Were you
Yo,
guys
yeah,
skaters
it's
too?
crazy.
Do you guys skateboard too?
I skated a little bit. I did skate, you know what I'm saying? But once I moved to LA, it took a back seat. I skated and I played basketball too.
Okay.
Basketball was my first like love.
Okay.
Like the high school that we had mutual friends was
They
called
know.
St. Patrick's. They was like the #1 basketball
Wow.
team, and like
Okay.
you know the country. Kyrie Irving went there.
Damn.
Damn.
Play for Cleveland.
I was just watching highlights of him actually from
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 St.
Elizabeth.
Oh, so you played
Oh,
on.
wow.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
What
St.
was your
Patrick.
position?
I was like a guard, but I wasn't getting burned like that
Right.
because there was so many top.
Great, like they was
So
just
many top
recruiting
players.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, there was like a high school that was recruiting motherfuckers
Yeah.
from New York and
Damn.
here, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just a local trying to make my name, but I didn't really get to that level.
Right.
But yeah, I got out of high school and I did like 2 years at community college, and that's when I like went to my first show, and it was just game over from there.
What
was-
kind?
what
What kind
was
of?
the show?
Yeah. What was
I'm
the
sorry.
show? What was the show?
I was like, whoa.
What was the show? And also, what was the music you were into before that?
Well, you know, my parents, old-fashioned black folks, so Motown was
Nice.
heavily played throughout the house.
Yeah.
And you know, me being a young kid, I always like rap. Rap was just #1. I think my first bought product was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal, 1999.
Yeah, that.
That's
After
awesome.
that, it was DMX.
Wow.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Hard.
Busta Rhymes. When Disaster Strikes. My mom
Classic.
actually hid the CD from me because the parental advisory.
Oh shit.
It's crazy. I had that. I had Ja Rule's first album.
Yeah, Benny
The-
Betty Vici.
Yep,
Ooh,
that.
Damn.
hard.
And then, you know, Jay-Z and then 50 Cent and Eminem, all that came into play. But I was just heavy on rap.
Yeah.
I think my pops had a Bob Marley CD too that was really like
yeah.
dope. But it was a lot of just
No Jersey hip hop, Lords of the Underground, or
You know what?
Redman.
Redman. I had Redman. Of course,
the
I had
greatest.
Redman.
Yeah.
Redman. Fugees.
Fugees.
Naughty by Nature.
Oh, Naughty by Nature.
I remember, yo, when I
Wow.
was a kid, I ran into Naughty by Nature at Chuck E. Cheese on Route 22.
For sure.
Crazy. Crazy.
Are you serious? Wow.
Crazy. Yeah. But anyways, you know what I'm saying?
Fire.
We grew up in this era like MySpace.
MySpace.
Well, MySpace
okay.
was a big thing going on, but
It's true.
NJ Street Clan, we used to go to these parties and events, and you know, my style and personality was changing as I was growing up. So he was already dressing just outside of the box.
Okay.
Him and my other homie was already dressing outside of
Okay.
the box. I was a little late. I was kind of still peeping like, damn, these motherfuckers cool as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to get my shit up. But our mutual friend, I started going to New York with him, finding out about all these streetwear brands.
Mhm.
Supreme, A-Life, Stussy, little other New York street brands that was like doing shit, and it was local shit, but it was really dope.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 2009, 10. 2009, 10. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was this one brand called Alien. And I was just like, yo, these fools are so dope. I don't know. They style was like, how do you even explain?
Is it Alien Workshop or no?
Nah, it was just
okay.
It was just
like
called Alien.
A legion in every nation. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
that's what it stood for.
Okay.
I mean, it was just like, damn, how could you explain that shit, bro?
I don't know.
Well, you connected with it when you saw it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They style was just so unique.
Like,
and-
they was wearing like ninja shoes
Okay.
Yeah.
before I ever seen anybody doing that shit, like the split toe ninja shoes.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
They was wearing those shits with like jeans
All right.
and like fucking t-shirts and shit.
and like
And,
retro
and, like,
shit.
yeah, like, you know.
It was just another level of
was
just like,
crazy to me.
whoa,
Yeah.
this is dope. And that shit connected with me because I was just like, yo, I want to be outside about it. I want to dress there. I don't want to be like everybody I'm passing through in life. And you know what I'm saying? That's how I've always been. But they used to throw these events in New York, and they had this one event, and it was like, they was having like a pop-up shop showing their clothes, and then there was an after party with a show. And at that after party, it was this group called Ninja Sonic.
Okay.
They was from Brooklyn. And
Shout out to Telly.
Ninja Sonic, and it was a rapper called, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Theophilus London.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
So a rapper from that time. He's dope.
Okay.
And they had this show, and I was I had been looking at them too and listening on MySpace and YouTube. I was just like sold out, like, yo, this shit is so cool. I go to the pop-up shop, dope. We go to the after party, Theophilus London, do a few songs. The shit gets shut down. I never got to see this group Ninja Sonic play.
Oh shit. Okay.
And they're like rap, electronic, kind of comical, fun, skate, hipster, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That time, that was what was cool. And they didn't get to perform. So I followed their schedule. The next time they was in Brooklyn was at some warehouse. And I remember me and my boy went. It's another mutual friend with ours. He went to high school with me. He was mad cool. We would always talk about like Rage Against the Machine and
Sick.
Wu-Tang together. He was the skater kid. He was the homie that actually taught me how to skate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We go to the show. Yo, I remember exactly what I was wearing too, yo. I looked like I was straight out of Urban Outfitters model, bro. I had like a Crooks and Castles
Oh shit.
all over print shirt,
Damn.
All that shit.
white Vans, a regular navy blue hoodie, and some like straight jeans. And I had a high top. I had the Tupac, the Tupac Gumby.
Damn,
I was
wow.
rocking that.
Like, you was really rocking
I
that.
was rocking that.
With the,
I was rocking that, bro. It's crazy.
That's pretty sick.
I was rocking that shit.
When that was my second year in college. I was rocking that shit. And we went to this show, this warehouse show. I remember walking in and just being like, "Whoa, everybody looks so cool."
Yeah.
Everybody had beer in their hands. I ain't never been. It was BYOB,
Yeah.
DIY space. So I'm looking like,
He ain't even know what BYOB meant. Like,
no, bro. I ain't even know. And I remember that's when I had my first drink at that time.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it was in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And, you know, we got off the train. I'm like, yo, this shit kind of look like the hood a little bit. I don't know. And we go to Bedford.
Yeah.
And then I just see mad white people. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, we good. We good.
Williamsburg.
yo,
We good.
we safe.
We safe. I remember I was 19, yo, and we had waited for somebody to come out the liquor store so they can buy us some.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember going into the show, and the show was dope. Shit was rowdy, and this single moment right here literally changed my life.
Wow.
They did a cover of a song. I didn't know you could do somebody else's song and call it a cover.
Okay.
They did a cover of Bad Brains.
Here we go.
Here we
Your
go.
cover's incredible, by the way. And fucking incredible. man.
Bless.
So go ahead.
Yeah, turn the heat up on that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you did.
They did Attitude,
Woo. Best.
and at this moment, shit hit the fan. I can't even explain. Like, it was like a tornado had fucking just came and everybody's moving, people falling on each other. And I was just like, I was on the outskirts of it, like,
It's the greatest shit
I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? It was like a fucking climax. And I was just like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. And I remember going home that night, mind blown, on a fucking PATH train.
PATH train, yes.
And me and my boy just like, yo, that shit was fucking nuts. And I remember going home. Mind you, I don't know who the Bad Brains are at this moment.
Wow.
Go home. I YouTube Ninja Sonic and the word attitude. Because I'm like, oh, I remember the words. They got that attitude. And I was like, all right, that's all I remember. And shit just hitting the fan. And the Bad Brains video, CBGBs, popped up.
Fire.
And I was just at my computer desktop. This is when we had the fucking desktop. I was just like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck? First of all, I was just like, wait, they're doing the same song. Like,
Yeah.
I was confused. And then I was like, oh, this is the original band. And they did, and I was just like, yo, black dude, dreads? Then I watched that whole video, and that shit was literally changed my life. That moment right there. And then it was a snowball effect. Then I found out about Black Flag,
Everything, right?
Minor Threat,
Yeah, dude.
Misfits, GBH.
Deep diving it.
Yeah. And then I was just
It's a whole world that opens up.
Yeah, it's just
Whole world.
effect. Yeah.
whole world. And from that moment, from that moment, I was like, I'm invested in this. And
This
then,
is me. Like, this is where I feel.
Yeah.
It's
And,
so
and it
cool,
was
man.
game over. And then, of course, I had to put the homies onto it.
Yeah.
And then, he got submerged in it, and then we just blossomed. We just grew from that single point right there.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't even start the band.
Nah, we was like
way
friends for like 4 or 5
after.
years, before we started the band.
Yeah.
And I always made music. I was rapping before that.
Yeah.
This was just like something that needed to happen. So
Yeah.
it happened the way it happened.
So when you heard the Bad Brains too, you tripped out as well?
Nah, it was more so like, well, yeah, I definitely tripped out on that because it was just like, oh shit, like, again, like you said, black dudes, like
Pioneers, man.
Yeah, that really did. They were great musicians, like,
Great.
Sick.
like
Yeah.
so yeah, just to see that.
I started
that-
bringing them to shows too.
That's
Yeah.
that's
That was
what
the
really
thing.
got me inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it was one thing to see that and research that, and I was like, "Whoa, this is tight." And then actually going to shows and being in it,
Yeah.
submerged in it for real. Like, we done been to some gnarly shit, and
Crazy
so
Yeah.
shit.
I think that is important. And that's what helped us kind of like, okay, we know how we want to approach this thing.
Yeah.
We're not just coming in like faking, trying to fucking, come in and sound like this. We spent too much time invested in it for it not to come off like that, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? It becomes your way of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was
shit is crazy.
going to shows from that moment on. I was just going to shows. It was those fun
Every weekend.
Every
Like,
weekend?
Every
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started off as like the fun. It's like Ninja Sonic. It was another band called Cerebral Ballsy.
Yeah.
Japanther. It was like this little kind of
Hankwood,
hipster
Hammerhead.
scene, and
Hipster scene.
then we started going to
Like
like
hardcore shit.
punk shows, and it was another scene in New York that I was going to was bands like Hankwood and the Hammerheads.
Yeah.
Band
I
called
feel like it's crazy.
a band called Dawn of Humans.
Yeah, damn, they was like the crazy.
And
that was the hard
Asazi.
shit.
There was like this scene going on between these
Other scenes.
this year
Yeah.
that I was going to these shows, and it was just madness. And I was the one always at the show, just doing the most. I was wilding.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he started drinking and got introduced to this type of music and his life, he was bugging.
Yeah, I was
Like,
going
he was
crazy.
like two different people. It was a Jekyll and Hyde. Like, he had a job and he would go to school, do that regular shit, and then when he got off and went to the shows and
Let
drank
loose, yeah.
It was
unleashed,
nuts.
Like, it was
It
crazy.
was nuts.
Damn.
Bugging.
Yeah,
Yo.
I'm sober 5 years now.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Had to.
I've definitely
Had
had my
to.
spiritual journey and adventure, but Yeah. I'm good now,
So
but I used to wild out.
So drinking and go to shows, going crazy.
Drinking, go to shows,
moshing,
every time I'm jumping off of whatever
binges,
I could find in the show. Like I was the guy that people would be like, yo,
oh yeah, him. Like,
what the
watch out.
fuck
like,
is he doing?
Damn.
Yeah, I was wilding, and that translated to us performing, and because I always go into shows and be like, man, if I was up there, I'd do it like this.
Yeah.
You know,
They see HR like one of the most greatest frontmen of all fucking time.
I study HR.
Yeah.
I study Prince,
Yeah.
James Brown,
I was gonna
HR,
say. Yeah.
Iggy Pop,
For real.
Best.
and there's somebody else in there that I'll be like, get some.
That's a great
food
fucking.
from. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's really him talking about like New York after we left New York.
Yeah.
The scene that we grew up in, and you went to Sepultura, I moved to Cali, but just 2000, the time they were in, going to those shows, like whole different scenes and pockets of more.
Completely different. scene.
Waynesburg, totally different place
Absolutely. 100%.
than we would live there.
Yeah. It's insane that I watched a documentary about certain bands that popped up around that time, like 2000. And it's crazy, like to think bands like Yeah, Yes were popping
All
up
that
then.
shit. Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Crazy.
What's that other band? Oh God, they're huge.
Crazy.
Well, and you left New York.
New York, like New York.
The
bands.
Strokes.
The Strokes, exactly. I
All
was
that
like,
shit.
yeah.
where
Yeah.
did that come from? And
Crazy,
it
yeah.
was like boom, like
Crazy.
around that time,
When did you leave New York? What year?
98.
Okay, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, just so much shit happened in New
Yeah.
York, man. Just,
Yeah.
just everything
For sure.
changing too.
yeah.
Just
But
places
it's
we never went to
interesting.
shows.
But it's interesting that Bad Brains was like the
Hell yeah.
the starting point, because it was the starting point for me as well, and also with being comfortable with Sepultura. That was the one thing when I went down there to do the audition, and it was weird because those guys have been together for so many years. They had their notoriety. They were already big. I didn't know anything how big they were because there wasn't the internet. So it was just kind of like from people telling me. I was like, all right, I'm just meeting these guys in Brazil. Seems like they have a tight
Crazy.
group
Yeah.
for a long time, and I didn't realize how actually how big it was in the world.
Yeah.
And I was just like in the practice space, kind of nervous. And they'd be like, all right, we're going to play a song. Play a song, new song, never heard it. And they're like, all right, now you do some vocal stuff, makeup stuff right now in the moment. When we go. And I was just like, oh, shit. I was shook, the first few days. And I was like, all right, this is weird to catch on to this. But then the one thing that united was doing a Bad Brains cover. Like, oh, you know Bad Brains? And I was like, yeah, you know Bad Brains. I was like, oh, let's do this cover. And it was like something off of Quickness or something. And, it was like,
Sick.
and then
Great record.
we melt, everything just kind of fell into place. But it's great that Bad Brains was that connector,
Bro.
Damn.
I was about to like go full on roster at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was still like drinking and partying, and my mind was just not clear and straight on.
But you're going to school too at the same time? You're going to college at that time or no?
I think I had that was the last year I had dropped out. I was just working.
Yeah. Where were you working at?
I worked at a YMCA, bro.
Okay.
YMCA. I worked at a YMCA for years. During summer, I'd do summer camp, and then winter, I would do like the after school
Programs,
after school and morning program. And then I started working at Poland Spring in Kearney, New Jersey. I don't know, y'all know what
I
Kearney
might have heard that. Poland Spring. Oh shit.
Poland
Okay.
Spring. I was doing a warehouse overnight, just stocking fucking water. And when I started at Poland Spring is when we started the band.
Okay.
So I only worked there for like a year and a half, and then I was like, yo,
Outta
peace,
here.
I'm out.
Was this your first band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
First music.
He never made music before.
Damn, bro.
I just always been a fan
Right.
of music. Even before I was going to shows, I had so much CDs, and I would listen to music every day.
Yeah.
Every day I had all
Feel like
CDs
you
and
just-
mixtapes.
But never really sang or nothing really. Like.
Nothing.
Never
Nothing.
wrote any music, no nothing.
Wow.
So one day I just approached him. I was just working on a project. I'm like, yo. Because all our friends knew us and shit. And me saying that I got him to be on the song, they would laugh at that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, this my man's. Like, let's just try some shit. Sent him
Right.
some shit. He wrote to a couple of them, and we recorded them. When I heard them, I'm like, yo, this ain't half bad. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, this ain't half bad. Like, we might gotta I mean, when we first started, the lyrics was a bit brutal. So we've definitely, we definitely progressed in that department.
What crazy, violent, crazy lyrics?
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
It was very like horrorcore.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, I around that time, Odd Future had came out too, and I was,
so he was like
I
influenced to some
Those
degree.
first couple crazy videos too.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and then he didn't like his original voice. Like everything that we made early on had like chopped and screwed voice for him.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know, so he's trying to find his voice, trying to find his vocals. But again, over time we just he just got better, and then we was like, oh shit, maybe we get a drummer, and the next thing you know, we're like, yo, we're taking this thing kind of serious. Like, should we just and then the name came about. Actually, that wasn't the first name that we started with.
What was the first name?
Dead Idols.
Dead Idols.
Dead
Okay.
Idols.
That's cool. I like that
pretty
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Together, it was 2 words.
It was
Okay.
and then we looked it up. Like again, we ain't know nothing about bands like that. And then we looked it up. We're like, oh, we should probably Google that shit to make sure.
Yeah.
Like, we
million other bands.
Right. It was. It was.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. Because like every name is taken like
Totally.
you know. And so we looked that up, and it was like 2 or 3 other bands with that name. We're like,
they was huge too.
Yeah. So we're like, all right, well, we got to figure this thing out. And then I don't know, like one day he posted some.
I think I was just fucking around.
He was just fucking around with the word horror, and he posted it, and then it had these 9s in it.
So
I was
cool.
like, whoa, yo, hold up, like let me look this up. Yo, this is it right here.
It's not taken.
This is not taken. Like this is nothing.
Like their song.
Yeah, like it ended up. Yeah, that's where we got it from.
Yeah.
So the first song that we put out is called Bone Collector, but the original instrumental was called Horror.
Okay.
You know, the kid that made it was like this young, like 16-year-old kid that was just around, just going to our shows, just taking video. Really, we only knew him for video. But then one day he comes to my house to edit videos, and he's like, "Yo, I just started making beats. Like, you want to check out some of my beats?" And then I was like, whoa, this joint is tight. Like, let's.
Damn.
And that's how that happened. You know what I mean? So he took that name and kind of flipped the 6s. Because, you know, during that time, like, everybody was kind of like, oh, 666, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah.
So we're like, all right, well, how do we flip it and make it us? Like, and then the 9s is like new beginnings. Out with the old, in with the new.
That's a great idea.
So smart, man.
You know? So we're just like, all right, boom. This is, we rolling with it. And it became that.
And then you remember your first show?
Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. It was like November of like 2012 or something like that.
In Newark.
It was in Newark.
Newark?
Yeah, it was in Newark.
Oh, shit.
At this spot at the time called the Metropolitan, but it's no longer there. You was bugging. It's crazy because
Was there a scene in Newark at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, because we was a crew, and we used to throw shows and parties,
yeah.
so our own parties, our own shows, and we would book New York bands to come to Jersey.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Because we was going to the shows, and we was so tapped in at this point with the bands there. Like, we were now cool enough to like get them to come over.
So we could already build the crowd.
Yeah, you know. So we already, so by the time we performed, it was just like, all right, yeah, let's see what these guys is about or whatever type shit. Yeah. But I remember that night. And me as a performer before this band, it was just like straight hip hop. Like, music I made was like straight hip hop, and I was a very shy performer. Like, I hated performing. I loved making music, but I hated performing. Like, being in front of a crowd was like terrifying. Yeah. Right. And then so when I started this band and I got up with him, he didn't give a fuck.
He was ready. He's ready, man.
Yeah, like, he didn't give a fuck. And that energy kind of like, it just,
transcended.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was just
contagious.
Like, it was very contagious, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, here I like put him on to like making music, but then he really brought out this like, yo, this is what we gonna do on stage. Like, I'm turning up. Yeah. And I love that shit. And I just remember that night he was flying off at everything, like just a maniac. I don't even know if he was like he like barely performed the lyrics. Like, he was just bugging.
I had a baldy too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he had his hair cut. Like, he was full bald, like full fucking. Yes.
Were you excited? You nervous that first show? You remember or not?
I was just.
You probably
I was,
hyped, dude.
I was drinking. I think I was drinking beforehand, so I was loose.
Yeah.
That's how I needed to get loose back then. I was just like, all right, we ready? Boom, let's get it. I'm saying. Now things are way much more stable. I'm like,
yeah.
So when you guys so after those shows, you started playing a lot more, and people started following you guys and coming to the shows, and
it was a Jersey. At first, it was just
it was
strictly
tough.
Jersey,
Like
strictly Jersey,
local
basements,
bars,
you
know, and then like
backyard.
yeah, like obviously.
Because it's unique style too. Your style.
It is, and trying to get people to buy into what you're selling is, without any music out. Like we wasn't
right.
we weren't putting any music out. It wasn't like that. Like where now you could put out songs and then
totally
you could get lit off a song and never have played it live. You know what I mean? Where we was doing more shows and no one got any of the earlier music that we were performing. That shit is not out anywhere.
Wow.
Like
Nowhere.
Yeah,
damn, I forgot about that. We wasn't
so
music.
I don't know how. I think it was the mixture of what we were doing as a collective that really helped propel that.
Yeah.
And got us to this point where we at the time there was this creative director of Afropunk, the festival, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
One of our friends was like working with them, and he got us in touch with the dude. He sat with us, and he really liked what we was doing in New Jersey. He thought it was like really, obviously, very unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he gave us an opportunity to, like, we wanted to play the festival, but clearly, again, we're nobodies to them in that regard, like, So he's like, all right, so what I could do is I could give y'all like this little merch like area near like one of the main stages.
Yeah.
And then y'all could just like sell y'all product, build up community. Cool. We like, man, fuck that. We finna bring this drum set and this sound system in here. And we finna play at this fucking festival.
Guerrilla style.
Damn.
That's what we
Super
did.
DIY, man.
Yeah, like
we didn't tell the festival. We only told the homies. We was like, yo, we gonna play somewhere between these hours.
Set.
Just be ready.
When they changing over, be ready.
When the main stage right there during the changeover, we like, all right, fuck it.
Let's
roll
it.
Wow, dude.
And we wrote, and all
Bum
our
rush the whole shit.
Yeah.
and all our homies in there getting wild, moshing, and everybody don't know what the fuck is going on. People are just like, whoa,
Holy shit.
is this part of the fucking
Is this
show?
part of the fucking festival?
Made it.
Nah, we just
festival.
just made it part of the festival.
And so people were like, what about the guy that got you on? Did you see that, obviously, or no?
Well, he didn't, but a guy that I went to LA. I lived in LA for like before that for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Like one of my homies, like a producer, I just was working with him for a bit, and I met some people during that time. So a guy that owns the studio that we were working at, he was there. He happened to be working with Doja Cat at the time.
Okay.
Right, and they were in New York. He was with Doja Cat. They were in New York. Just
What's his name?
Yeti.
I know Yeti.
All right, so
yeah.
That's our guy.
Yep.
I
So,
love Yeti.
Yeah, like, so Yeti was our guy. Like, he was there. He stayed an extra day, and he comes out and he sees this shit, and he's like, what the fuck? This is what you got going on?
Damn.
And like, this is what you doing out here? And then so he knew somebody back in LA, who's our manager today still, this guy named Mike, and he's like, yo, I know this guy that might be interested in, like, helping y'all out. And so we go to LA like the following weekend, because we was again doing another DIY show that we booked on our own. And in the midst of doing that show, we link up with Mike, and then Mike becomes our manager, and everything changes.
Wow.
Literally, he's still our manager today. And so that happened from us just guerrilla style.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just doing that.
I love
And then
that.
Yeti seeing that and happened to be at the right place, right time, and then connected me with his boy. Like,
That's
bro, it's just crazy how things just
And
manifest.
then
Yeah,
the
timing.
following summer, we actually played Afropunk.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
yeah, like properly.
On the
You know?
stage.
On the
Yeah,
stage.
on the stage. On the stage.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that year on from that moment, we kept in contact, did a little bit more legit shows, and then he was like, yeah, we're booked for Afropunk. We was like, all right, and then we played with Body Count and Madball,
Yeah, our first
Wisdom and Chains.
Our first real show.
That was the real show.
Irving Plaza?
Yes.
I remember that show. I wasn't there, but I saw them. I was psyched
Okay.
out. I got to play a body count.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah,
hard.
that was like our first like official show.
Yeah.
Like when we got like
And
with our manager.
An
in a
official venue.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It was
sick-
Body Count's fucking album release party.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Yes, Madball and
Wisdom and
Wisdom and
Chains.
Chains.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy show.
Yeah, it was.
That shit was crazy.
We're coming into that shit like, what?
What
like,
the fuck?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like how? Like what are we doing here? How are we opening up for these guys?
That's a first official show then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first official show.
Damn.
As soon as we walked in, Ice was sound checking. It was just like he said
got
what's
off
up
stage,
to us and said what's up.
I was
yeah.
like, yo, this
He's mad cool.
Yeah.
It's
Mad
this
cool.
guy's
He's so
real.
legit, right?
Yeah.
He's legit.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Irving
that-
Plaza, that's a big deal. Yeah, for your first show.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Were you nervous for that one or no?
I was.
Yeah.
I was excited to
think-
like
I think I
like
was,
turn
man.
up, but I was just like, bro, this is Body Count. This is Madball. Like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't it like what?
Yeah.
In New
Was it a
York.
good crowd?
In
Good
New
show
York.
for you?
In New
Yeah,
York, you
yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
Madball's like
Yeah.
no, like well
Legendary.
You know, like they legendary. Like,
I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Yeah, it was
It
crazy.
must have been a crazy crowd too, man. Yeah.
They was going
They
off
was
from that ball.
It was going off. It was going off.
Oh yeah.
going off for that shit.
Never
You know
forget
that
those.
their
Saw
shows.
so many shows. Like,
I know.
oh my god.
Yeah, you played Irving Plaza, right?
Yeah, but I'm just
Same.
thinking about like before, like back in the day, seeing Madball play in New York.
Early
It was just
'90s,
like,
bro.
Oh man,
It
y'all
was
probably
gnarly.
seen like the
Yeah.
the
This
real
shit was scary,
like,
bro. This is They're on point, though. They're they're like one of the tightest hardcore bands from New York, I think. Tight rhythm section, everything.
Yeah.
the
Right.
groove,
right,
the
right.
balance, like
Tight.
super legit.
Yeah.
Wow. So then what happens after that? You guys making a record soon, or no? Your first record after that, or no? Like how long does that take?
We
Yeah.
make, we
To get
make
a deal.
the we make the transition
Take a
from
while.
Jersey to LA.
Oh, at that point,
Like
damn.
Wow.
Like the
Yeah.
official we doing this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Put
So because the manager was from out here, or no? Is the manager from LA based? or no?
He's actually from Florida,
Okay.
but he was living here and his company was here at the time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it
Made
made
sense.
sense to like be like close to the company that we're working with. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? To make sure that we on top of everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you been in LA before that? Moving out here?
Yeah,
Visiting and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Yeah,
spent
this-
some time over
That's
here.
right. You were coming back. But
Yeah.
you've been out here a bunch before that?
Vacation,
Okay.
little weekend.
So it's so different than the East Coast, man.
For
Mad
sure.
different.
For sure.
Nah,
Different
different.
pace for sure.
Pace,
Yeah.
weather, just the lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
And then when you moved out here, I mean, was it just strictly the band? Did you have to have a job or like? what
Yeah.
was
Nah, it was strictly the band. Like
Strictly
we
band.
came in and we was fortunate to be in a position to do that full time.
Wow.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
it was kind of crazy how it happened.
Did you have a
blessed.
deal or nothing? Or no deal signed at that point?
No deal signed, bro.
Oh,
it was
damn.
just like on the
Yes.
independent, but we was good. We was set up real. We
Okay.
we was good.
Yeah.
We was good.
Fortunate.
And then so for our first, even for the first record, it was just a distribution, like
Yeah.
not really signed to anybody.
Yeah.
I think technically we only got one record, which is the last one that we did with trap with through DTA.
DTA, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one that's kind of like official. Like,
Wow.
record, but
Yeah.
And so, who was the producer on the first album?
Is
Where'd
Santi
you
Gold? Is
record?
it Santi Gold's producer or something you guys linked up with?
oh yeah, Ian Longwell, he used to drum for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to drum for her, and
He
toured
did some
with her
stuff
from-
with you guys though.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
Ian is a wizard, man. He's amazing producer, amazing drummer, and now he sets everybody's shows up.
He's
like,
set. He makes sure the show is like
the Ableton god, like
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got up with him, and our first record, we made a few things with him. He didn't make the entire record, but Dave Siddick's on that record. I don't know if you know Dave Siddick. He was on TV. He's TV on the radio.
Okay, I know TV in the radio. Yeah.
A few other people, but yeah. Nah, first record was like what
14 was the EP?
17 now.
Well, don't you have an EP
17.
came out in
Yeah,
2014?
we had some EPs come out.
The Mutant Freaks EP?
Yeah.
But you already had all the music and stuff done before the producer was even brought in, right?
Yeah, for sure,
Okay,
for
yeah.
sure. We were working on all our own
Right.
things beforehand, and then obviously, somebody always comes in and cleans up,
Right.
Yeah.
Give some
perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys worked with Esteban Oreo, our homie,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's tight, man.
the Casey Jones cum rag.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
crazy
Yep.
Crazy names. I'm telling you, that's when we really didn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
names like that. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
would have
was-
never did that now. But,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
Crazy fucking name.
Yo.
That was like one of the
Yeah.
first videos or something you guys did? Or
yeah,
no?
when we moved
Yeah.
to LA, actually,
It's sick.
we did that video with Esteban and who Brian Ray Turcotte. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, yeah, that was tight.
And you guys did a Juggalos show too before?
Yeah.
What was
Or
that?
how
like?
was that? I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm
fucking curious, man.
Extremely curious.
Bizarre.
That's the right word.
It's
Right.
You played The Gathering.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bizarre.
How does it even happen?
like, what was it, day or night that you were playing? Like, give us a
fir-
scenario
the
because
fir-
I can't imagine.
The first the first
pretty-
time we played at night, but we got there earlier in the
First
day.
time you played many times.
We played twice.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, we played twice.
I'm sure it was
I didn't
crazy.
say that.
It's got to be
I
crazy. I'm
just-
sure it's crazy. I'm sure it was crazy though.
I gotta hear
All the
this.
shit I see is crazy
It's
for that.
crazy. Yeah.
Yo,
So-
it's just some shit you walk into,
bizarre.
you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
The show is bizarre. The people there are
People
just
watching must be crazy.
off the fucking
That's-
rails.
You could just do that and be.
Off
Good,
the rails.
yeah.
Like, you could just walk through and
But
people
it's like a
watch.
professional setup, like stage.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
people
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
working.
Yeah,
like,
for
yo,
sure.
I'm
For
Yeah,
sure.
and they're all juggalos
So I was
themselves.
about to say the
That-
people that are working it.
The
are
people that are
definitely
working
juggalos.
are juggalos. They with the
Super DIY. They're all connected,
Bro,
man.
for
It's a
sure.
family.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I don't think that there's no funding. It's all
All
from
through- yeah.
ICP, all from them.
Those guys are super
Wow,
legit
that's-
businessmen though. They do everything, the merch, everything,
Yeah.
the label.
Right.
Super DIY though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I give respect for that for sure.
Nah,
Nah,
for sure.
no
For
doubt.
sure.
yeah,
for sure.
it's wild.
So, like, the
and-
crowd.
and
Yeah.
it's like was it like they're 18? Like how long they've been doing it?
Oh, yeah,
Nearly
they-
20 years.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
So you get up, and I mean,
Yeah.
were people, did
Not
they
it-
know who you were, or
The first time they didn't.
first time was like,
Yeah, they didn't, but they fucked with us. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
why we were
Yeah.
even
Okay.
invited to do this.
I
Like
see.
like the other time.
ICP were fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
sick.
fans.
That's
You
cool.
know?
and then the
And
second time.
Second time it was very lit.
really?
Yeah,
Nice.
and they're the type of fans that will let you know
Yeah.
when they fuck with you and don't fuck with you. When they
Yeah,
don't fuck with you,
yeah.
they're gonna tell you.
Yeah,
They like they
throwing-
make it,
they
they throwing
throwing
shit at
shit.
you.
they
like,
booing you off.
They boom. Yeah,
like they
like,
not holding back.
They not holding back.
Wow.
They gonna let you know that you fucked
it's
up. Like
kinda
you
crazy.
did some
And
shit.
and where does the gatherings take place? Is it one place that changes every year? Or is it always
Was
one
it
place?
Ohio?
Ohio.
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 Yeah.
Do it.
Fuck
You
you.
know, yeah.
It's in your state.
Ohio.
You know.
So, so that's where the always are is Ohio. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn, Sepultura would never play that shit if you got asked to.
Right. Oh, can you
Not
imagine?
yet. Never say never.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
That's experience to have though.
Yeah.
And you got asked back to play it twice, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, since those first moments and up until this point, opening up and playing for certain bands and certain people knowing who we are, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Cause like I never did this shit. I was just
Mhm.
the wild motherfucker. And he just rap before this. We doing our thing as a crew, and then we opening up for the Prodigy. We open up
Oh,
for
that's
this
right.
and that. It's
Oh,
just so
that's
much
right,
stuff. That I'm
man.
like, yo, what the fuck? Is
Yeah,
going
shit
on?
kind of wild.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
And we murder it every time because we just like, oh, y'all gonna know who we are
Yeah.
when y'all walk away from this show.
Yeah.
for sure.
Was
Whether
it-
you hate it or you like, you're
Yeah.
still gonna remember something.
You're
from
gonna
it.
remember.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, man, damn, they suck. Yeah, I remember that band. They suck. Or you're gonna be like, yo, these motherfuckers fucking blew my shit.
Was it hard to get things going in LA? Like just getting your name out there and playing with other bands, different than the East Coast? Different hustle out here?
I think
No.
once we got in LA, we was put in better situations with
Yeah.
the correct people. So I
Right.
think things went a bit more smoothly
Right.
than back home. Than like
Back
being like,
home,
yo,
we
can
were
we?
struggling. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
you know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
shows. When we moved here and we got with our manager and the team, we for sure all the shows we did were crazy. Whether we played at the Mocha, that shit was turned, and we
Mhm.
done some backyard shows here,
Yeah.
still turned, same
Sick.
energy.
Same energy.
Like like literally in the museum mosh pit, and then still in the backyard mosh pit, all the LA shows
awesome, man.
been great.
Super avant-garde, art.
Yeah,
and
LA
just
shows
this
been great.
Cultural.
And it seems you guys can play with like different types of bands too, not just one style.
Yeah,
As with like the Gathering, you could probably play a hardcore band, Madball. You can play with hip hop.
Exactly.
Especially now with like the way hip hop and hardcore and everything, all the genres are kind of meshed in a sense.
Yeah,
Even with Tyler
fusion.
Creator and like his band's playing with Trash Talk and all these different other groups playing together. It's just for us growing up, hip hop and hardcore and everything was separated in a sense. Like on the skateboard videos, it was only punk rock. And then in the 90s, the soundtracks became more hip hop.
Right,
But he worked at Fat Farm. I worked at Nana.
Damn, you worked at Fat Farm?
Yeah.
My wife worked at Palladium and Limelight. So we would go to hip hop and hard. We'd go to CB's Matinee. Then we'd go see like, I don't know, De La Soul at night, the Palladium. With all that, it was separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when even the sound of East Coast sounded like East Coast, West Coast sounded like West Coast,
exactly.
South sounded like the South.
Yeah.
Now a motherfucker could be from wherever. You know what I mean?
It's really true.
Which is better, I think.
I know. I think so
Sure,
too.
it's much more interesting.
Yeah, it does.
I think skateboarding had a big part of that, of the cultures and shit meshing together. I think with punk rock and skateboarding, hip hop. I don't know. I think it had a lot
I
to
think
do
it was
with it.
inevitable too. Like everything is changing and growing and becoming more interesting, and people, I think, getting more involved with putting their culture in it. I mean, I think I was talking about this not even that long ago with somebody else about how open that whole alternative scene is, because a lot of times people are always asking me like, "Oh, being black in the scene, did you have any racism or things that come at you?" Like, not so much, but at the point that's really incredible is the fact that how accepting the scene is. They don't really talk about that.
That's true.
And it's
That
massive.
is true. That's
It's
very
massive,
true.
like open-mindedness and
That's
being
very
able
true.
to evolve and grow.
Yep.
So that's really
Shit, I've never even like checked it out from that perspective. Up to you saying that, like, you're right. Like, because like majority we play festivals, the shows we play. I mean, predominantly the crowd we're playing for is a white crowd.
right.
You feel me? So like, and they loving it. They fuck with it. They support. Like, so
Absolutely.
how can you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's and then somebody turned that around in my head too, because I always got asked that question, like, how does it feel? Like, what are the negatives? What is the negative things that happen to you? Because I know it happened because you're black, and I was just like, not necessarily.
like,
man. It wasn't
actually-
really like that. It was actually the opposite.
Actually, I'm getting love.
Right.
Like, this shit is
Love out here.
Especially in metal community too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, but it's mostly like white dudes, and I'm like, yeah, it is. But I never felt like pushed to the outside or somebody's come up in my face and been like, yo, what are you doing here?
I agree.
Nothing close to that. It's been the complete
That's great.
opposite.
Yeah. That's dope.
People getting tattoos and a lot of respect.
Yeah.
How'd you guys end up linking with Travis?
Man,
DTA.
Dude, through a mutual friend again. It was Yeti. And it was Yeti and a friend of ours, Jerry, at the time. Like, they had linked up with Travis a few times. They worked with him, and they kept telling us like Travis is a fan. He listens to our shit. He's rocking the merch or whatever.
Definitely
like, all right,
is,
cool.
yeah.
Like, tight. And they're like, yo, it wouldn't hurt to like catch a sit down, like he really want to catch up. And we're like, at first we were like, like this is us being like our young, like we don't give a fuck, like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't looking at the bigger
we was
picture.
just like Travis Barker, Blink, like we wasn't.
I was reluctant.
really,
I'm not a hardcore fan of like pop punk.
Yeah.
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying? Because I started off with the hardcore shit.
Yeah.
Then I tried to listen to some pop punk shit, and I was just like, it's not hitting me. It's not resonating. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we was kind of like, I don't know.
What are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna make? Like in our mind, that's what we was thinking. Like, for real. So it really took a few times. It was like, yo, bro, he actually really cool, bro.
Right.
Just you don't gotta.
It's the best, dude.
You don't gotta make no music. Just catch a hang and then just see what's up, And then finally we just decided to like go catch a hang, and then super cool dude.
Mad cool.
Super humble. Just
mad humble.
Music fan.
Yeah, just super chill, man. And worked on the track first day that we linked up, actually.
Yeah.
And that shit was actually tight. So at that moment, I was just like, okay, yeah, like he's known for this band, he makes this music, but that doesn't mean like that's all
he is.
Right.
He's a big hip hop head too.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I learned that in that
Yeah.
moment because he started playing us a bunch of shit that he was been working on. I'm like, yo, you met. Yeah.
He's super talented.
I'm
man.
like, oh, okay, like shit kind of hard, like, you know,
Facts.
because we wasn't thinking of him like that. But anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, like, you know, and that was during the pandemic, right?
It's pre.
Oh,
Pre?
was?
it 2019 or 2020?
It's pre.
Yeah, so like it might have been 2019 that we met, and then 2020 happened. We, you know, obviously no touring, no shows was
Yeah.
happening, and then so during that time we all had time to just kick around.
Yeah.
And
You got a
so,
sick studio out there too. It's so nice.
yeah,
man.
amazing.
He got that right around the pandemic too, like not too long, a couple years ago.
Yeah. Because he had an old spot and then he moved into that new space. The new space is crazy.
I bring you out there, Derek. It's crazy, man.
It's huge, like
Yeah,
you know.
It's so nice.
Yeah, and so yeah, again, really cool dude. He just had time, and we just kept working on music. At first, it was supposed to just be like a song or two that we would maybe use for another album.
Yeah.
because we were already working on the album at that time,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then it just became a project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This became the Skin album.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah.
And the Corey Taylor track, that's sick too.
Yeah.
Got
That
Corey
shit.
Taylor on the track. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
How'd that come about? Because you guys
Yeah.
Slipknot fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
OGs.
definitely OGs.
But a friend that played for Ministry at the time.
Wow.
We
Which dude?
Was it Roy? No.
Nah, not Roy. We know Roy.
You know
Yeah,
Roy.
Yes.
Roy.
Roy's the
Legend.
homie.
Roy's
Roy's
a
the
homie.
homie, yo.
Yeah.
Roy's
Yes.
amazing.
Roy's amazing.
Amazing.
Legend.
Roy's tight. He played bass. His name is Jason.
Yes.
Jason.
Oh, I know Jason from Ministry. Fuck. He plays a Ministry. He also plays a Prong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you know when you see him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
plays for a lot of bands.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
our drummer at the time, Brandon, they knew.
Brandon, yeah. He's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
He's playing with your brother.
Oh, he's in the Offspring. My brother's in the Offspring. Oh, he's in
shit.
Oh, he just joined the Offspring.
Yeah, love how all
Brother
this
Toby, oh
Love
snap.
how all this is
Full
connected.
circle.
That's fucking crazy.
Full circle.
Wow. He's the new Offspring drummer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay.
So we did 2 shows, opening up in Ministry, and Brandon and Jason was, kicking it like, yeah, blah, blah. And Jason knew Corey Taylor and was like, yeah, I'm gonna
He played
tell
with his solo project.
yeah,
That's right.
Correct.
yeah. And
Correct.
then Jason was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell him, give him the word about y'all. And me, I was just like, all right, whatever. People say,
Right.
Say a lot of shit now.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Corey Taylor.
we had this EP
We-
called Cyber Cop,
we were working on that song.
Yeah.
and
I
we
noticed.
sampled like 2 Slipknot songs into one and made it a hip hop song.
Sick.
And I remember when we were gonna do it, we're like,
Should we get
yo,
this shit
like,
cleared?
yeah,
like,
they were just like, man, what the fuck?
fuck it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if they come at us and they like take it down, that's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's almost cool that they even recognize it.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean. So we're like, fuck it, we doing this
Fuck
shit.
it. So one day I seen Corey Taylor tweet like, yo, this horror EP Cyber Cop is fucking crazy.
We're
And I'm-
like, what?
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
nah, this him. This ain't him. I'm like, this ain't him. I'm like, oh shit.
No,
Damn.
You know
way.
about it. And then Jason texts me like, yo, I gave Corey your number. He gonna text you. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Dude.
And I'm chilling in bed a weekday, and I get a text like, yo, this Corey Taylor from Slipknot. Like, what's good? Y'all love what you doing. Love the project.
Crazy.
And also his wife had showed him our shit too. Had
Okay.
showed him the
the
Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Okay.
feature. She yeah.
So 2 separate people are
Put him
telling
on.
him,
Yeah.
put him on. And yeah, we just started fucking talking, shooting and shit. He's mad cool. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And he did a little solo before his actual solo band. He did like a solo show at the Roxy.
Roxy.
And he got me to do guest vocals doing a Bad Brain song.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they did a
Fucking-
Bad Brains cover.
I
And
did
then
the
brought
Bro,
him
yeah.
on.
Corey Taylor.
Yeah. And I was like,
again.
Dude.
yo.
Again, yo.
Again.
I'm
You know
telling
what I'm
That's
saying?
cool. He fucks with the Bad Brains too.
Of course.
Yeah, that's
shit
dope.
really
And then
just
from that
full
moment,
circle.
we just like stayed in touch and
Wow.
and I was like, yo, man, we gotta do a track. I'm like a tour. I wasn't even pressing on a tour. Because
Yeah,
that
right.
shit will
Yeah.
come if it comes, if it
Organically,
don't, it
yeah.
don't. But a song, I'm like,
thinking about it.
song could this is forever.
Yeah.
Right,
People
that's
can
how-
play
yeah.
this. A tour, people gonna be like, oh, y'all did that tour with them, right? Oh, that
Right.
was 5
Yeah.
years ago.
Right.
Not a song, you gonna
You can still press play on
There,
that
so I
motherfucker.
was-
For
That
sure.
shit is-
hit him up about a song. He was like, yo, I got a few things, man. I'm a C, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to bug people too much. I'd be patient.
Yeah.
If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. But I remember when the pandemic happened and we was working with Barker, and we had a few tracks that was just hard. And Corey Taylor had he mad cool. He be texting me out the blue like, yo, what's good, man? How you doing? Like, all good?
Wow.
Like, I ain't speak to you in a while, just checking up. Hit me up.
Awesome.
I'm like, yo, I'm good, man. What's going on? Then I'm like, I got a song for you, yo. You trying to run it up? You trying to run that back? And he was like, yo, send me that shit. Sent it to him. He checked it. He was like, dog, I got you.
Wow.
And I remember 2 weeks later, yo, he sent that track, and I was like,
Goosebumps, man.
Yeah, we're like, oh shit, we got this. Like,
we got
we got that. We got that Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
Right.
And I told him,
It
dude,
sounds great. Yeah.
one part,
Yeah, I
and
mean, 'cause
he
we
did some
could-
other shit too on it that I ain't even asked him to do. And I was just like, you the man, yo. Like, you are genuinely, you dope. You that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's fine.
really appreciate that shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
And from that point, you know what I'm saying? We asked him to shoot the video. No problem. Yeah, I'll come to LA, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was-
Did the video, no problem. And then a little bit after that, they hit us up and was like, yo, you want to go on the road with us in Cypress Hill?
Bro.
And we like,
dude.
What?
yeah.
What?
Yo, my man just sent that shit over. He was just like, Slipknot, Cypress Hill, Horror. I'm like,
Dude,
Only
man.
3 bands. Too.
I'm like, so
Yeah,
no
only
other.
three.
yeah.
I'm like, no other. Not 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because you know
Okay,
them
this
tours,
is-
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like,
Wow,
Okay,
man.
this is tight. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Because Cypress Hill is amazing too.
Amazing
like, you know,
too,
So
man.
I'm like,
That's a fucking dream, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty.
and it just
pretty
happened
amazing.
organically.
Right.
Yeah.
Happened, it just flows, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Fuck. So how were
So-
those shows?
Fucking
This
great.
was great.
I did, like fucking.
How many shows was it?
It was like a month or so. So it was
Damn,
like 20. It
dude.
was like 20.
It's like a
22
month,
shows.
yeah. I remember I would come out
Played like
every
the MGM Grand. The
MGM.
fucking.
How are the crowds?
good,
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
like.
good. People were fucking with it.
Yeah, surprisingly, a decent amount of people was out. Like,
Yeah.
you know, early on, because you know if you're opening, it's
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an hour after doors or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, yeah.
yep.
But
Yeah.
people are there. People want to get their seats. They want to get to the front. People
Yeah.
are there. Like, we had a great time.
Yeah, it was good.
The
man.
staff.
I'm sure he
took
won
us-
him over too, man. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. for sure.
everybody was
great.
so cool.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
a-
you're done. You just watch the
we
rest
played the
of it.
We
Yeah.
played the exactly.
Yeah.
We played the Barclays Center. There was a few.
Fuck.
There was a few arenas that we played that I was just like, I'm from Jersey, and so like obviously, if I was to play like Madison Square Garden, that would be like the most lit shit ever, you know.
Yeah.
But like Barclays Center, I'm like, I'll take that. That's pretty lit.
That's
Coming
it.
from where we come from, you get to play Barclays Center. I have my kid with me up there. I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
that's
you don't
cool.
even understand where you at right now, bro. Like we in the locker room where we're the NBA players. Like they yo, this shit is crazy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
just like the MGM Grand, like the history of that place,
Yeah.
like this, yeah,
Just coming back
It's-
like from California back to East Coast where you're from and playing those spots.
yeah,
too.
it's crazy.
Wild.
It's
It's a
crazy.
big deal,
That's
man.
wild.
Yeah,
We friends, super stoked
yeah,
for you
yeah,
guys. Yeah.
yeah.
Mad
super
stoked.
stoked.
And every
Super
night I
stoked.
would just go out and watch they set and just be
Right.
like side stage, like I can't believe I'm
Fire.
here. What the
Cypress
fuck,
bring
man?
it too, man. Like a great
Oh,
live
yeah,
band.
yeah.
Dude. Cypress.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. They was mad cool too. We met them too. Mad tight.
Yeah.
yeah. T-Rose, mad cool.
That's like a surreal fucking tour, to be
Absolutely.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild, man. I was just like, damn, man.
Big ups to them dudes, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Slipknot. Shout out to
Shout
Cypress
out.
Hill
Cool
for
that
even
they-
signing
they
off
paid.
on that, like to let us come through.
Yeah.
What was the deal with this song? I listened to it too. Nuge Snight. The Suge is a Suge Knight thing.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
listened to
yeah.
the song. It's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
That might have been the
Tell
is
the
that
people.
might have been the first song that we
That was
made,
the
right?
first song
Alright,
we
so that
made
was the
with
first
Barker.
song we made with Barker.
Ah.
That was the only song that he created before, like everything on the album we made from scratch.
But this one he had.
But this one we added some things to it,
yeah.
you know. But he had an idea of it already.
Yeah.
And so we made the song, And then we decided to call it Suge Knight, right? And then, because it's the aggressive nature of it.
It's really aggressive. Yeah.
And like,
And
It's
you
dope.
listen to the lyrics.
yeah. And then, so,
Death Row.
yeah. And then, so when we went to go put it out, for some reason, they was like scared of like the concept of like actually calling it Suge Knight.
They was
I
actually
like Nuge Knight. It's so good.
they was actually scared of
They
Suge
was
Knight.
actually they was actually scared,
The
like,
label.
like the label,
Yeah.
Yeah, they was shook. They was like, yo,
He's powerful, even in jail, bro. He's
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
right?
Like,
Like they were shook, and they're like, like could y'all respectfully change the name to something else?
You guys
and,
weren't tripping out there, right? No.
And at first we was, and then we're like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? Nuge Knight.
Yeah,
Like that's what
yep.
that's what we're
flip
gonna.
it. We're gonna flip that shit. We're gonna get it all somewhere.
I wonder if he ever heard it. Somebody got it from who knows? Because there are some diss tracks about him. Snoop did one. There's a couple here and there, but
Snoop
nobody really,
definitely got.
Yeah.
nobody's really ever really went hard on him though,
Right.
like in the song. He's
Yeah.
scary as
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Terrifying.
He just he
I
did,
feel like Snoop might have been the only one.
yeah.
That one joint.
On one
Yeah,
of
I
his
think
later
he-
records. I remember the
yeah.
song. I forgot what it was called, but they just signed a deal, Snoop and Suge, to do a real Death Row documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro.
They met with him in jail. They got paperwork. That's what I read about the other day. It's gonna happen.
Damn,
Wow,
that's crazy.
It's cool how Snoop got everything back. Took it
Yeah.
all off of Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna launch his own app. You have to get it from his app, so all the artists can make the money they never made from it.
Wow, that I didn't.
Damn.
know. That's amazing.
You know what
That's
I mean?
amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Damn.
like Corrupt and these guys that didn't make the money they're
That
supposed to make
never-
off those records. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Fuck.
it's a power move.
Warren
Yeah,
G.
Warren G,
yeah.
Ah, that's
Daz, Corrupt,
That's right.
sick. Those records were
I
sick
mean,
though.
Snoop himself. I mean, Snoop good now. He well off, so he like, bro, I bought this
does-
shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
He does everything, man.
everything.
Everything.
Reinvented himself so many times.
Yo.
Snoop Lion, remember Snoop
Right.
Lion?
Yo, what?
Snoop Lion was like, oh no.
Yo, we used to make jokes about that shit all the
Snoop Lion
time.
was
yo.
funny.
I do that. I was
man.
like, come on.
What?
Right. I said the same thing. I was on the same time. I was like, for real, bro,
Yeah,
you got
it was
it.
like a whole thing where he went down to Jamaica,
Yes.
and I was like,
I
okay, so
Yes.
he's gonna do some.
Yes.
And that was hard.
He did
to
like a whole
watch.
documentary. It was.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He did that doc, that mini doc. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, yo.
Nah, shout out to
No
him,
diss
bro.
tracks here, but yeah,
Nah,
Snoop
nah.
Dogg's.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg is the greatest.
But yeah, just reinvent himself. That was
I love
crazy.
it. I
Yeah,
love
no,
it.
his pivot
Yeah.
is like he's amazing at like just switching.
Yeah.
nuts.
Every commercial,
Yeah,
everything.
Stepping
Martha
out of the
Stewart.
box. I love it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not afraid to.
yeah.
It still gets
Challenge
respect,
himself.
though. Still
Yeah,
respect.
no,
Absolutely,
for sure.
no
Absolutely.
doubt.
Man, we ain't officially meet him, but like one time we was at South by, and we played the convention center, and we were walking through, and security was trying to stop everybody from walking through the hallway.
Oh shit.
And they're like, yo, everybody's, and we just kept walking because we were trying to get to the exit. We didn't give a fuck. We're just like, and so, like, who's crossing? Snoop. They like,
Damn.
security's walking Snoop to his room.
Yeah.
we
And I just
like,
remember like being like, yo, Snoop. Like I just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
And he just looked over, saw us, and just kept it moving.
he kept walking. We was just like, damn, that was our Snoop Dogg interaction.
He just
I'm
kept
sure it
it-
happens to him all the time and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know you motherfuckers. Kept it
Yeah.
moving.
When you guys moved out to the West Coast, was a big change from the East Coast for you guys? You feel a big difference being out here besides the space and the weather, and how about just the people? Because they say LA people are fake and East Coast people are straightforward to your face and tell
Yeah.
you, I don't know. Heard something that East Coast people would tell you they talk shit to your face but talk sweet behind your back. And it's the opposite West Coast people. Kiss your ass and talk shit behind your back. I don't know, but I've always surrounded myself with East Coast people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's who you
That's-
surround yourself with.
Yo, that's pretty much what
That's
happened
us.
to us. Like
Yeah.
we moved here, and a year later, another good friend of ours / producer engineer, we got him to move over here.
Sick.
And then like a few more of our friends moved over here. So pretty much the people that we hung around
Yeah.
were from the East.
Mhm.
And then we met a few people here, like obviously,
Yeah.
you know, but like, yeah, our circle's like really tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if you come here and you got your circle, you got your people, then it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you come in, you know nobody, and you're trying to build that community, that could probably be tough for like a minute.
Yeah.
I
You
definitely
know?
think so. Yeah.
Where do you guys
Yeah.
play shows at out here usually? With some spots. When was the last time you guys played LA?
Mm.
On that last tour?
Oh, the fucking It's a
We've
spot
done
down
so
the
many
street.
shows out in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The Echoplex.
Oh, the Echoplex. That's sick. Yeah.
Last place, the
Yeah.
Echoplex.
That's a good spot.
First show we played in LA though, like as horror, I think was that Lil B Trash Talk show.
Oh yeah, at
Oh, that's sick.
the Regent.
We played at the
Regent.
Regent.
Oh,
It was
Regent.
Lil B and Trash Talk. That shit
That's
was
a good. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
That's a good show.
We done played with. We opened up for Faith No More that time.
Woo.
Yeah. Faith No More. Bones
That's your
of Ho.
dude.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike is
Yeah, he's the homie.
amazing.
He's amazing, right?
Yeah.
He's my
Amazing.
top 5 vocalists.
Yo,
frontman.
if there's any
performers.
vocal, yeah, I was gonna say if there's
Damn.
anybody I'm trying to,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He switches literally to another
Yeah.
person. It's incredible, and doing again Bad Brains covers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Him doing
Yeah.
this shit too. It's
yeah,
Yeah.
he's crazy. He's
Insane.
crazy.
Them that opera shit he be doing too.
Yo.
Yeah.
And
I'll be
it's
like, yo,
everything.
what the
everything
Yo.
he can do it, and the thing is, he's on point every time live.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
everything, his tone, everything, just
Yep.
the power.
Yep.
I mean, he'll do like R&B jams.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I've
Yep.
seen him do
Yep.
like just open a set. You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
just like Peaches and Herb.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yo,
just
crazy.
like just
Yo.
Yeah.
his
crazy.
attitude. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
that dude is
incredible.
absolutely
How about the
wild.
Chromax cover?
Ah.
And he had Harley Flanagan on stage.
True.
So it just popped
That's
up
dope,
recently.
man.
Yeah.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Kill
Killed
Chromax.
effortlessly, you know,
Yeah.
just he's incredible.
Yeah, you're right. That he's top 5, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
down.
Vocalist, like
Facts.
he definitely in my top. He in my top 5
Damn.
for sure. Yeah, he.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike Patton is crazy.
he's
I can't
Yo,
even like.
yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
how you able to do this shit?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Damn.
from
it's
Yeah.
opera shit.
We opened up for
and
Bungle
he's
too.
singing
Bungle
in
too.
Italian.
Mr. Bungle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, like
Which one?
No, he's singing in Italian. He's singing
Oh,
in
wow.
Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
His Portuguese is pretty on point.
yeah,
you
nah,
know,
that
and-
dude's
and, yeah, he's
Super talented.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, amazing.
So the next thing you guys got is Europe coming up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hellfest,
Yep.
all these
Mhm.
shows.
Yeah,
Hellfest,
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury.
oh, that's huge.
We got a
Damn.
little Paris joint with Anti-Flag.
Oh wow,
yeah,
Yeah.
sick! Shout out to Anti-Flag.
yes.
Yeah.
So you guys go to Europe a
Once.
lot? You've been a lot to Europe.
We got a
Yeah.
we got a strong following
Following, yeah.
and just strong build there. They fucking go
Nice.
nuts, yo. They like,
Yeah,
yo,
They
you know,
understand it.
that's Europe.
sometimes
I
you
love
do
Europe.
They get it.
you
They
be-
get it.
see the reaction from people. You be like, yo,
man. Yeah,
this
That's
shit
showing
is
me
like,
more love than back home. Damn it, y'all better
Yeah.
chill out.
damn.
but it's been that way. I think for
A
lot
long
of
time.
musicians.
U.S. is different. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
think
different.
U.S. gets so many shows.
It's sad that way,
Kinda
but
spoiled.
it's just true though.
I
You know,
feel
even like jazz musicians, you know, from back in the day, they would go to Europe and get love. You know, Jimi Hendrix had a hard time doing shit here in the U.S., but in Europe he was
It was-
bigger.
Damn.
I mean, a lot of
crazy.
artists in general, not even only in music,
It just, in
but
general.
just they,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
they
yeah.
just get it.
I think
Appreciate
here,
it.
I think here you gotta have that thing, like that single, like you gotta have that hit.
yeah.
Like that's what we gravitate to here. Like, oh, you got a big song.
yeah.
Okay, now I pay attention and go to your
Mm-hmm.
shows. As opposed to they don't give a fuck. Like this shit is dope.
Yeah.
I'm supporting it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's how bands have longevity careers, especially in hardcore and punk too.
Yeah,
especially.
Overseas, man. Yeah.
yeah.
They really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we're saying like France is it's
Popping
off
right
the-
now.
It's popping.
Yeah, it's very.
And why do you think
incredible.
that is, Derek?
I don't know. I think it's also with like languages, there's certain areas that have like a Latin influence. So French is a Latin language, and they're a little bit more open. When you
They
go to
are.
those places that have that background, I think culturally, I think they're not afraid to go off in the pit
Yep.
or to
Yep.
be seen, to be
Yep.
themselves.
Yep.
They're just
exactly.
let loose.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I mean, especially in France, they let loose.
Yeah.
Yo, for
It's
everything.
incredible.
It's
The music, the sports. You see how
Yeah.
crazy
Facts.
they go
Facts.
for that. You know.
I love that a lot of people aren't really on their phones at the shows in Europe too.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're in the
That's
moment. They're in the
very
moment.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which over here, people just like take shit for granted. I think.
Yeah, that was a little weird for me, like to be thrown back because I was like, oh shit, in this tour in the U.S. now, I noticed that a lot, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck, man? You're
Yeah.
standing in the middle of the pit, getting
Damn.
whacked around with your phone. again?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they just want to videotape that shit.
Especially like a
Yep.
show that has like a pit. It's like to be in the moment. You want to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yep.
hear- I mean,
Yep.
it's in your face.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Right there.
Filming yourself diving and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
Oh, here I
I'm
go.
serious.
Here I go.
Yo,
I've definitely seen that. I'm like, yo.
It's just a different world, though.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
it really
so
is.
stuff.
It really
iPad
is.
jumping off the stage.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
You're
man.
right. Motherfuckers not living in the moment anymore. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if it's not up on the gram, it's
Do you guys spend a lot of time on social media? You guys answer your DMs and respond to people's comments and shit, or
Not everything.
Not everything. I do pay attention.
yeah,
I pay
Yeah.
attention, but the internet is full of
It's just
like,
too much going on.
some weird motherfuckers on there, man. Everybody can't
It's too
don't
much
deserve a hit back or a comment because it's just
Mm.
like, dog, what are you? And then some people have
Talking about, like,
legit shit that I'm like, oh, you know what? I might answer you back.
yeah.
I might. You know what I'm
What
saying?
about like a negative comment? You respond to people?
I be.
we
I used to.
we used to.
Yeah.
I used to,
Yeah.
but I used to in a way that like, oh, they said this. Now I'm just like, I don't even care. I'll troll back. I'll send
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
kinda
send like
use
a
it
kiss
as a-
emoji back. Like, bro, we on the internet. Nothing matters what you're saying.
Facts.
Right.
Like,
They
I'll,
want the attention. They want
Right,
the
right,
response.
the
right.
response.
You know.
so yeah, I'll respond with like a kiss emoji or just like something that's like sweet and just throw them off. Literally, I'll troll back and they'll be like, what? Yeah.
Is there like a dream collab you guys have to work with somebody? Somebody you haven't worked with yet, besides Faith No More.
Mike Patton would be tight. Nah,
I got the Corey Taylor one. That's sick, though.
Yeah.
What about like a hip hop artist?
Yay.
Yeah.
yo, you get a
You're like-
yay, you get a yay verse right now. I'm telling
Oh
you,
my
it's going
Sorry.
up.
I know that's, you know what I mean. It's
Touchy,
Yeah,
touchy
And it's
subject.
touchy right now.
We do talk about like separating
Yeah.
the artist from the music,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've been a
That's-
because you can say the same thing about
Yeah.
Pantera, bro. we talk about all the
Yeah,
time.
that
me
shit
and
is
him.
that's another.
I don't want to get deep on him. Just saying. That's his
another-
man, so I'm not going to say anything.
That's
but
another crazy.
But, we don't have to talk about it. But just separating the artist from the music.
yeah.
It's, hard. It's
Shit.
interesting, man.
I've been a Ye fan since day one.
I'm like, all
Insane
right.
shit. You know what I mean, though?
Nah,
yeah.
It's yeah.
It just seems like, just nobody's in that dude's corner. Not your dude.
Right.
The person we're talking about. And in their person's corner right now, like, help him. Like, yo, bring him. It's just, I don't know. It's sad.
Nah,
It's shit's sad, dude.
It's
Yeah.
true. It does. It's
On
like
the art-
nobody is
yeah.
in his corner. Like
I'm just saying that's like a dream. 'Cause
Okay.
I've been. A
You would
Ye
do that
fan.
right now in this time and era?
I don't.
I would. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay.
Like I would. Like, man, people just be getting caught up
I
in
like
in you know narratives that they're being fed, and sometimes I feel like you gotta make up your own decisions. You gotta, you know what I mean, do your own research. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Don't get caught up in what social media telling you. Oh, this is what we need to follow. This is what we need to do. This is the person we need to shut out. This is the person we need to hate. Do your own research.
Yeah.
If you fuck with them, you fuck with them. If you don't, you don't. You feel me? And that's across the board with anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But personally, with that artist that we talking about, yeah, I would definitely do a verse right now. I'm still rocking that nigga sneakers. I don't give a fuck, man.
You got the Ye's on.
Yeah,
I remember
man.
like some football coach said something racist and he got fired. And then Jay-Z came out and said, why'd you just fire him and throw him to the side? That's not
Right.
going to change him. Let's have a conversation with this person, see what
Right.
they're going through.
No, I
Instead of
agree.
canceling him, he's still going to think that same way even
It's
more.
still
Even more
right,
angry.
right.
But
Yeah.
Kick him to the side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody has conversations no more, but things are
Exactly.
uncomfortable to talk about.
It's just like, nah, get him out of here. Like he's done.
That's
Like,
it. Cancel.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
what it's ridiculous, I think, to approach things in that way. We're just shutting off. You know, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't
all.
move anything.
It's
you
this
know?
new
Right.
age of
Yeah.
Just like,
It's
bye,
like quick
bye.
cancel,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
done. And it's just like,
Yeah.
yo, you're just gonna.
you could
I
fuck
mean, there are
somebody.
some people where I was just like, I don't know if it can be
that
come
that could
back
be
from
his
that.
salvation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's shit like, you know, I'll just put it out there like Cosby. I was like, oh man.
Mm.
I was like, I don't think there is.
Yeah,
a-
yeah.
Documentary's
I mean, that-
horrifying.
It's
Yeah, it's tough.
Like
it's
74
dark.
women or something.
The
So
thing
it's
is,
like-
it wasn't
tough.
just like, you know, people just popping out of the blue in the late 80s and shit like that in the 90s. It was just like they had a track record
Yeah, it's
from
tough.
way
It's tough.
back.
It's tough.
You know, and I was like, I was just trying to put in my head like, damn, I don't know. I can't see my way around. And I grew up with watching all this shit.
It's tough.
It's such a different world, that shit, though, the cancel stuff.
Even the Pantera shit, like, motherfucker, somebody hit us up in the, you know, they was playing
we're
Daytona.
We're playing the same stage as them.
Yeah, somebody hit us up in the DM like, yo, I can't believe you guys are playing with Pantera, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? This is a fucking festival.
We didn't book
We didn't book them?
Yeah,
we didn't book them, bro. What the hell you want me to do?
Why you screaming at us?
Why you screaming at us? Talk to the festival. Why they book them? Scream at them.
There was
If you feel that strong about it, you know what I mean?
Don't
I'm just like, don't go. Yeah,
Right.
don't go support what they got going on. Come support us. Like,
there was like 4 big
This is-
fests that kicked them off too this summer. Remember, it was like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
they
it was
all kicked them off.
in Germany.
Yeah.
For the fact that it was actually, I don't know why they. First of all, it was the festival's fault for booking them in the first place.
right.
I don't understand why they booked them, and then they're like, no, we're not. We just thought about this now. They knew
Now you bugging.
They
Yeah.
knew
You shouldn't have did
that
it.
that shit happened before, and their excuse was like, in the middle of it, which I can understand, but I was like, you shouldn't have booked them in the first place. Was well, first of all, where the festival was taking place, it was a Nazi rally ground. It was, former area for. The last thing you want to do is bring somebody on that's Sikh-Hiling yelling white power onto that land, where that shit really was going on.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. I just don't understand why they even booked them in the first place if they had that feeling.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I mean, it's a tough subject for a lot of people because they don't really know Phil or any of the things in the band, but they don't understand really what goes into that. I think a lot of Americans don't understand how the way that certain things that they're talking about, certain cultures or certain things, because they've never been outside of America. They don't understand other cultures very well. So they speak in a way where they think very lighthearted on certain topics, like maybe World War II, or they've never had been involved in something like that.
Right.
But I had, people, a different experience growing up with a lot of Jewish people coming to school that were Holocaust survivors, people I worked with that were in the Holocaust, tattoos like in kitchens and synagogues. So I see a different perspective than Phil and maybe his whole group of friends living in New Orleans, or in the South that get comfortable speaking a certain way and doing certain things, but they may not know. It's no excuse, but it's like you need to have that conversation.
Right.
So I mean, like Toby, you were saying before, I think it's important not to just shut everybody down and be like, they're done.
It's the
I think if you
conversation.
can have a conversation.
Yeah.
with
It'd be
them,
great to
period.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
Even if you were just
Absolutely.
Have a conversation.
I mean, he's the
I'd
type
love
where you
that.
can have a conversation. It's not like you'd have to shut everybody off. It's
Right.
important to
to understand.
to have some type of understanding.
Right. So
It's kicking people to the wayside, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Mental health, all that stuff. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
real.
spread out, man.
People like to talk about it all the time, and then when it comes to somebody like Connie or something like,
Right.
nah, fuck him, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Right.
And we said some really hurtful things.
For sure.
Really disrespectful,
For sure.
racist
Yeah,
things.
absolutely. Like, let's get to the bottom of
For
this.
sure.
Like,
You're right.
Where that's
Where's
coming
this
from.
coming from? Right.
Because it's not coming from a healthy place.
Right. Right.
Because, I mean, it's fuck. We're not perfect humans, you know what I mean? We're all fucked up, making
by
mistakes.
far.
But now everything's you just see everything in real time now.
Yeah.
The demise of people's careers or things they're
Yeah.
going through, and we just watch it, and people desensitized to people's feelings and shit that's really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Quickly
Like,
too. It
Oh,
happened
yeah.
so quick, man.
fuck. Getting deep right now. What do you guys have coming up new music wise? Because the last record came out 2022, right?
Yeah. March of last
So you're still
year.
touring on that now, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing a little bit of touring. We plan on dropping some music soon. I was just talking to my manager about that shit recently. I'm like, yo, it's like June and we still ain't dropped no music. Like, cause we live in a new time where you kind of gotta be, if you active, you gotta be actively dropping music. You know?
yeah.
We not at that point where horror is legendary where we could just ride that wave yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be putting in work. So there'll be some new music out soon.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you? What about you guys personally? Like, what do you guys? What's like a daily ritual for you?
Me, I'm on and off. Like I said, I used to be like just a wild card.
Sober now, 5 years sober.
Yeah, 5 years.
Crats.
But over the years, you know what I'm saying,
Rest
I've
of that.
just been through like some spiritual adventures where I'm just like really tapping into myself and knowing who I am and people around me. But nowadays, I would like to wake up super early. I try to. That's like a
It's hard.
ongoing goal. He's an early bird.
I'm
Yeah.
about to be like, bro,
You
how
know,
are you still in the
yeah,
bed?
I've been
bro?
doing
Like,
better.
you
Like what?
fucking-
Like 9 o'clock?
Nah, I want to wake up at
he
8,
be in bed
7.
later than
You want to
that.
be, but
I want to wake up
He be
at
in the bed-
7.
He be in bed later than that.
You know what I mean?
you go to bed late at night though? You a late night owl? Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay.
Kinda. But waking up early, I'll hit the gym.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Gym about almost every day. So I
Nice.
hit the gym or I'm gonna run.
Nice.
Like to come back, I do art too. Like I know how to draw, paint. Self-taught myself how to paint.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And then just creatives,
Mhm.
because we always are like 10 steps ahead of the game with
Yeah.
like everything creatively. And I just like really stay on that point because, you know what I'm saying, like sky's the limit with everything,
Yeah.
you know. But
You-
yeah,
Yeah. Are you an optimist or pessimist?
I think I'm like an optimist.
Okay.
Yeah. Both.
Somewhere in the middle.
Well, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like, because, creative juices is always just flowing. And like, we always like bouncing ideas off each other and just
Yeah.
staying ahead of the curve, man. Because, you know, things come and go by so quick
Yeah.
that we don't want to be late.
What was your last real job? We had a boss.
Poland Spring.
Okay, Poland Spring.
Poland
That's your
Spring.
official job. Wow. Okay.
I hated
Yeah.
that shit low key.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you
Hated that shit.
forklift.
Forklift was the
Yeah.
last.
I was
thing,
just
yeah.
on my feet for the whole,
Damn.
you know, it was just
Yeah.
constantly doing stuff. There's
Yeah.
no like, you know, I'm not at a
Yeah.
typing stuff. Okay. No, it was just like, I need to stay locked in. Because
Yeah.
if one person slacks, it'll fuck up the whole rotation of what's going
A
on.
lot of pressure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Domino
Poland,
effect.
bro, Poland Spring. We're in a warehouse. There's trucks coming in and out, and we're filling these trucks with water and
Damn.
product. So trucks are slowly coming in. The driver's coming in, pushing it up, and we're filling each truck. So if one person slacks, it's like, it's like, all right.
It's like a serious workout too, man. Fuck.
Yo, I was so happy to leave that job. I was so happy to leave that job.
Do you have any major regrets in your life?
No. I want to say no, but everything that's happened has happened for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's brought me to this point of learning, you know.
Yeah.
I can easily say, oh, man, I was fucked up when I was drinking and, you know, I blacked out here. I did this and, you know what I'm saying? But all that was just a road to what I am now. So I can see everything clearly and being like, oh, you know, like we was just saying, like, oh, yeah, damn, that was fucked. Oh, yeah, shouldn't do that. Or I shouldn't talk to this person like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you drinking or you drugging or you some sort of crazy high off your shits, it's like you're not coherent. You're not thinking straight. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't woke up and I'm like, damn, I said that? I said that to you?
So making music must be
on,
way
man?
different now for the past 5 years before because you weren't sober. So it's a whole new world for you.
Yeah.
Being creative
And also
stuff.
us being just the creative people we are, evolving with, you know, new music and a sound and learning stuff and, you know, just how we mold genres together and being
Really do.
experimental is all just is great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a top 5?
Uh,
It could be anything. Music, artists, any inspirations you have.
number 1, Bad Brains.
Hell yeah.
That's
Life changer.
life changer. Number 1, Bad Brains. Number 2, I'm a fan of like culture. I'm a fan of like whether it's history, black culture. Like I watch documentaries and just really like study certain culture. And I recently read Malcolm X's autobiography. And I when I was young, I never used to read books. I'm a photo art person.
Yeah.
But I read this book and it really like reconstructed my brain. And I'm gonna say that number 2. At me right now, personally, number 2. I'm a fan of Prince.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One of the fucking greatest.
I've top 5 anything just because, you know, we live in this world now of like masculinity, you know what I'm saying? We paint our nails, we wear tie.
Love it. Love that shit.
We don't care how you perceive our image or us. So, and I feel like Prince is like
super punk rock too, man.
he's a
Bro,
G.
everything he did, dude.
He's a G.
I know, man.
And
He been wearing his ass out in the chat.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Incredible musician, guitar player too, man.
Yeah.
Underrated. I think underrated guitar player, man. Phenomenal, man.
amazing
Yeah.
songwriter. Like, amazing.
So you got Prince, you got Bad Brains,
Prince,
you got
Bad
Malcolm.
Brain, Malcolm. I'm gonna go and say Kobe, cause
All right.
when
Shout
I,
out to the Mamba, bro.
cause growing up, like I said, I played basketball, and
Yeah.
that was I eat, sleep, breathe. Like I had hoop dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna make it to the league, or I'm gonna play at a 4-year college, or I'm gonna play at this community college and transfer. I'm gonna go overseas and play. Like I was really like, basketball is the thing.
Nice.
It's life.
Yeah.
And you know, growing up, Kobe, Iverson,
Yeah, and Kobe came from out of high school straight to the league.
straight to the
Yeah.
league.
And so like, yeah.
He was phenomenal.
He was
Yeah.
And Iverson was such a bad
yeah.
Hey,
He's
I
like the
wanted,
rebel.
I had
He was,
braids.
like-
I wanted to be like AI. I wanted to be like AI.
Yeah, I had John Sally on here.
Yeah, John Sally's on the
tight.
fly. He's
Yeah.
up. He's up.
Tight.
He just
He's my dude. Yeah,
he
he's
had
awesome,
so many
dude.
great stories.
That's
Incredible
tight.
stories, man.
Original bad.
He just came and did my sauna at Cold Plunge a couple weeks ago. He's telling like MJ stories in my sauna,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking.
That's
Bad
tight.
Boy and Rodman
Yo,
stories.
that's
Just-
tight.
He's like a vegan legend.
Sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
sick.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, yo.
That's tight.
He's a big motherfucker. I got a basketball team in my yard.
barely fit
He
in the
could barely touch. Yeah.
This
I'll
motherfucker.
show you a picture of him in my ice bath. His legs are hanging over the top. He's savage though. He's just like straight up, tells the craziest. Doesn't give a
Oh,
fuck,
yeah, he
dude.
does
Like,
not.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
so that's 4.
Number 5, the kid to the end. I'm just gonna say, music. I don't want to be cliche, but music like saved my life.
Yeah.
Music literally saved my life, and I'm a fan of all types of music, from rap to Motown, R&B, punk, reggae, like jazz,
Yeah.
and just the culture behind music and just how it molds, and music runs the world.
Does, man.
It literally
Saves
runs the
lives,
world.
dude.
You
Yeah,
in your
man.
when you in a lobby was music. You in an elevator it's music.
So true,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Like
a film. You watch
Yeah,
a
the
film.
film.
Yeah.
The the music behind. Yeah, like
the
it's
concept
everything.
of music really drives me. And at the end on that, I was just reading. There was this punk band. I low key don't want to say their name. I don't want to say their name because
Okay.
what I'm about to say.
Okay.
It was this punk band from this little scene we used to go see.
Mm.
And they had popped up in my head the other day, and I went back and listened to their EP. They got one EP out, and I was like, damn, this shit is tough. And then I was
Talk about.
just Googling them. I'm gonna tell you.
We can edit anything you want off here. It doesn't matter.
I'm Googling them, right? And they like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, what happened to them, right? And I'm reading about them, and, you know, they were so DIY and punk and so sticking to their guns that they didn't want to become bigger than what they already were and doing within their community, which is totally fine. You know, to each his own. Everybody
Yeah.
has their reason and purpose with music.
Yeah.
But I was just reading that, like, yeah, they was getting big, and Epitaph had offered them like 5,000 or 50,000.
I was about to say 5,000.
Yeah, yeah.
5,000. You wipe your ass with that
I
shit.
passed on the 5G too.
You know what I'm saying?
5G,
I think it was
50
50 sounds right.
50 G's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To, you know, contract and all that. And they turned it down, and they was like, nah, we sticking to our game plan.
Okay.
Wow.
And I was looking, I was like, oh, you know, respect. And then I flipped it around, and I thought about me and us and our well-being with the music we do. And I'm just like, man, I couldn't do that because I'm such a loyal fan to music. I love music. It's 24/7. I remember this was Miles Davis little clip, and he was like, man, how often do you think of music? And he was like, man, I'm hearing it right now in my head while I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I love music because music changed my life, and I want to do it. I want to do it forever.
Yeah.
I like
and
to
at a high level.
and
bro.
at a high level.
like-
You know what I'm saying? I want to live off it. I want to inspire people. I want to change people if they're going through a hard time or feeling a certain way or they looking for inspiration. Like I want the music to speak to them how it spoke to me when I first
That's amazing.
heard
yeah.
about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And that's all types of, from extreme aggressive to soft and soothing music, even if it's music just instrumental. You know what I'm saying? It's different types of music. So
except pop punk.
except that.
That's the only
That might
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain type of pop punk. Certain type.
What about you, OG? What is the last real job you had? Clocking in with a boss.
Oh shit.
Time card.
I worked at at this gym. It was like a spin.
Oh, spin class, Soul Cycle or some shit.
Yeah, it was called Flywheel.
Okay.
Before that, I have a job for like 4 or 5 years. Like I was like legit just hustling, like living off the shows that we were throwing.
Yeah.
And just hustling, like hustling for real.
Yeah.
And then one of my good friends who's actually passed away, he was a DJ. His name is Tim Dollar. Shout out to Tim Dollar, man. RIP. He got me this job after like a stint again for like 4 or 5 years not having a job, and he got me this job, and it was really cool actually, because going into it, I was like, fucking gym, me, spin cycle. It's like, and it was like a rich part of Jersey too.
Yeah.
So like the people that were coming there were like these like older, rich, like, you know, white ladies or like older dudes or whatever. And so, you know, me being me, I'm in there, got my dreadlocks, I'm like wrapping my shit up, looking cool or whatever. And over time make friends with some of the instructors. Now, some of the instructors later found out that I was making music. And, you know, they would have me come into their class and perform like songs for like the fucking
Turn the class.
Yo, literally, like
a live performance.
Yeah. So you imagine you come into this class like every day and you're doing spin, and then one day this guy that helps you with your bike every day, that cleans your sweat, and then he's fucking rhyming. Like, it is like, what the fuck are you doing up here rapping? Like, yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, I mean, I worked there for like a year and a half, and yeah, that's when we were working on the band during that time. And so in the midst of that working, I was like doing that and going to practice, trying to do gigs on the weekends. And then I left that job. So that was my last
for
job.
Girls on bicycles.
Yeah, it was like, yo, like with the headset on and everything. Like
Going hard.
Wow.
Going hard.
What about like some daily rituals you have?
Man, currently, so I'm a dad now and shit.
Oh, congratulations,
and so,
man.
like, thank you. And so my kid is like 20 months or something like that. Yeah. So he learning. He's still new. And so like when I wake up in the morning, I'm pretty much up doing that. I take him out on a walk, go on a hike, come back, make him some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Play around for a little bit, and then I start work. You know, whatever that is, like, you know, get into the creatives, whether it's music. And then after that, just link back up with him, take him out to the park, dinner, meet him his bedtime, you know, just doing the dad things or whatever. So while I'm here, I'm working, but I'm also just making sure I'm spending time with my kid because I'm away, because we tour.
Yeah.
You know, so being away for like a month or 2 weeks or whatever, spending time away from your kid that's literally learning new things like every day.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
You miss things, like, you know what I mean? Like,
sacrifice a lot for the music.
Exactly, man. You know, and so.
But that's a good age to be traveling too, though.
Yeah,
because they don't even remember they don't know the time or anything like that.
Right,
It's
you know. Time. So like, hopefully by the time he's like 4 or 5, when he's really start remembering shit, I'm like able to be there more often. You know what I mean? I'm making enough. I'm doing enough that I could, like, you know, bring him along or, you know, be there. But yeah, it's pretty much my daily routine.
Are you an optimist or pessimist?
Definitely an optimist, but probably somewhere in between both.
Both you guys.
Yeah, I'd say.
You're like realist.
Yeah.
What about you? Have any regrets in your life?
Nah. Like he said, like, nah.
Just shit you've been through.
Nah. Again, like he said, like it's like you're gonna learn from it, and
totally.
So. Yeah, definitely made some mistakes, but without making the mistakes, you wouldn't have known to correct that. And so, nah, no regrets.
What about top 5? Shit's hard, man.
That's tough, man. Like top.
I would just one.
top 5 is crazy
Like
because there's so many great. Like you mean like top 5 is like anything, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like top 5, anything is crazy.
We know Faith No More's in there.
Yeah, Mike Patton.
Mike Patton's in there.
Which
nobody's ever mentioned on this podcast except for you about like top 5.
Now Mike Patton top 5 vocalist like
hands
hands down, bro. And I don't care what genre we talking.
Right.
Hands down, that dude is crazy. Yeah. You know. Damn, top.
It's hard,
5.
right?
Yeah, it's tough, man. I would say I love Kobe too. I grew up on that. Like Kobe Bryant, when he passed away, that shit really hurt. Like truly. And then like his daughter was with him. That shit
was brutal,
gnarly.
man.
Like, so that shit hurt. So Kobe's top 5 for sure. Damn, I gotta say my parents, to be honest.
Nice.
Like
That's
it's crazy
sick.
to even say that, but like,
That's dope.
like, cause my dad was like, my mom and my dad aren't together now, but my dad was like, he was always there, and he played the bass. My parents are both Haitian. They're from Haiti, and again, this motherfucker loved music. He loved DJing. He loved to play the bass. He loved to write music, but he worked a regular 9 to 5, like in a factory. And so I would see that and see his passion for music. I think that's where I got my passion for music, because I remember him trying to start a band, like a family band with me and my younger sisters.
Wow.
Like where he wanted me to be the drummer and he played the bass, and had my sister like take lessons for keyboards and sing. Like he was really going hard for that shit, which at the time I thought was hella corny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was hella corny, but in hindsight, I'm just like, yo, you were kind of setting me up, like,
right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Your parents trip on you guys' music?
Shit, man. So I don't speak to my dad as often. Like now, my mom was super religious. So like going into this, like I had to keep all this stuff away from my mom's. Like, you know what I mean? But when I started really getting in, when we started traveling, she was like, all right, well, this shit, if you happy, it's doing well for you. I guess I'm gonna support you. I think the first time she took it serious when we moved to LA and we did this interview with Carson Daly.
Wow, that's right. I read that.
Shout out to Carson.
I knew he was going to say that.
That's sick.
We was on TV.
We was on TV. It was like legit on TV,
Wow.
and she watched it on Channel 7, and she was just like, yo, that's really my kid. But I still remember her being like, why you got that paint on your face? like why you got them goals in your mouth? Like why you got that? Like why you wearing that thing or whatever? But she was still like, whoa, like my kid's on TV. So that was like a turning point for her. Like, you know what I mean? But my mom ain't coming to no show. She definitely ain't bumping the music. But
never seen you perform?
Never seen me perform.
Wow. Okay.
Ever. But my sisters, my younger sisters, they support like fully. They come to the shows. They're like, mine's like wig peeled back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Like, it's my bro. Like, I can't believe you doing this type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom, I feel like she would just ruin it for everybody. Like, if she came to a show, she would just ruin it. She would just have an attitude about the people there, or what they're wearing, the type of music.
Yeah.
Like, she would just have it.
Parents are super judgmental.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she would just be like,
she's from Haiti.
Yeah.
It's a different culture.
A whole different thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and she grew up in like the 60s and shit. So they
Damn.
like, you know what I mean? Like, especially from over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And then my kid, I'll put my kid in the top 5.
Nice.
You know, fuck it. Like, I'm putting my kid in the top 5 because that motherfucker's tight.
Yeah.
It was tough at first or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Tough. It's tough. That's, I'm gonna sound crazy for even saying this or whatever. Probably women gonna look at me crazy, but like people, they don't talk about male post. I don't want to say male postpartum, but like the male goes through some shit too. There's a change that happens there.
Yeah.
And that's whether y'all wanted that together or y'all didn't want that together. There's a change that happens. And for me, it was really life changing. It was really tough.
Probably same for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really tough. And so those first few months or year, like, it was tough. And so now that me and my kid got a bond, I'm like, yo, this is so cool. I can appreciate, what you got to, the journey, that what you got to go through to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the first couple months, it's like, it's all about the breastfeeding and the mom and
you
your
don't
kid.
matter.
You don't matter. It's like, what is my
You
job?
don't-
What am I supposed
Yeah.
You change the diapers, that's it?
Yeah.
I felt really not connected
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
It's this weird thing where they got the automatic bond.
Yeah.
And you ain't got, it's like, when's
What
my
do
bond
I do?
gonna
What do I
happen?
do, bro?
So true, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird,
And
right?
it fucks with your head a little bit.
It does,
like, you know
man.
what I mean?
But then when that shit, you got that bond, it's fucking incredible, man.
incredible. Dope.
Like my son's 20, like he's fucking still lives at home, playing in my band on drums now. I'm fucking so lucky, man.
Amazing.
That's dope.
I'm so lucky,
That's
man.
amazing.
Yeah, we have this crazy bond.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
That's amazing.
And I just
bro.
like, yeah, I don't
Like
know.
brothers.
It goes
Yeah,
by fast too, though. Having a kid
That's what
goes by
everybody's
fast.
telling me. Yeah,
Super
They-
fast.
like people be telling me like, yo, enjoy this right here when he's like, you know, you can still carry him because once you ain't gonna be able to do that no more. Like,
And it's like, I can't wait till we can talk. Then when he starts talking, I wish he shut the fuck up.
right. That part.
He learns how to walk. He's running around the house breaking shit.
Yeah, climbing on shit, breaking shit.
I just feel like it seems like when you have kids, life goes by faster. It just seems like life's cruising faster.
No, it is.
Because you're watching the person grow, and then you're
Yeah.
it's fucking bugged out,
It
man.
is. It
Same with you,
truly
D.
Yeah, absolutely.
His kid's overseas, so it's
Yeah.
like he's got to fucking.
Yeah.
How old's your son now? How old is he now?
13.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
What about-
I got old. Yeah.
What about you, kids? For you,
Congrats.
someday? Do
Someday.
you see yourself being a dad someday, Eddie?
Someday.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, it's,
I think.
I'ma tell y'all
Oh,
right
getting married, having
now.
kids, no settle down.
Him?
Okay.
Yo, the
People can
day,
change.
never say never, man.
Yo, listen. The day he settles down and like something like that, I want to see who this woman is. I need to know what spell she put on him. Cause this motherfucker, that ain't happening.
Are you
See.
single?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
For all the
shit-
listeners, this guy's single.
Yeah.
Um,
Single baby.
So settling down is you never a big relationship guy, nothing like that. Long relationships.
I mean, no. No,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I mean, we
How
both
old-
single.
how
I'm
old are
single
you?
too.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm a
Yeah.
single dad.
Okay,
Like, you know what I
okay.
mean? Respectfully, you
Yeah.
know.
How
But,
old are
like,
you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I want to
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
disclose. Because I'm still young
Definitely
and
younger
beautiful.
than us.
Yeah.
I'm still young and beautiful, so I want to keep that on the wraps, man.
Okay.
I'm 18.
But yeah, you're enjoying your life.
yeah,
You're
I'm just
band,
just enjoying life.
single.
'cause-
You're touring, playing music.
Yeah. I told myself because we so locked in.
Yeah.
I really need to focus when we get to this level that we can kind of kick back a bit and I'm comfortable and I can actually enjoy it with somebody instead of being like, yo, I can't text you back. I'm recording right now. Yo, like the artistry with us is kind of crazy. We like so locked in and focused.
Yeah, you want to be
that,
focused on the music right now in your
you
career.
know what I'm saying? And you know,
No
I
distractions.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
I like going out with my lady and you know what I'm doing, but I really need to be locked in, yo. Like
So
I
you
mean,
guys are
can't
super
go
focused.
serious.
part
right
of
now.
me, I'm hearing them, but the other half of me is just like, yo, we gonna get on, and then you gonna be like, yo, I'm on. I don't need no. Now I'm doing other. I'm really turning the heat up on this single life, because when you get money, like, I mean, when you single without money, you still doing your thing.
Yeah.
Single with money, like I'm talking about, if you come into millions of dollars,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like I don't. It could be, you know what I mean? You see these young kids out here bugging, and sometimes we criticize them, but you like, but he's 23 or 24
Yeah,
with
yeah.
millions of dollars,
Mad
so
money.
why wouldn't he, like, you
Yeah.
know? So I'm like, we'll settle down,
We'll
get money.
We'll see what happens.
Are you on the dating apps?
We'll see. I'll be
For the listeners.
for the listeners.
Used to be.
I used to be former.
Because I've been married
Former.
28 years, so I don't even know what it's like to even be single, have to be on the apps and social media and all. It's a crazy different world, man.
That whole concept it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like to be on an app.
It's like you get curious and bored, and then you download it, and then you be going. Then you like, yo, I don't even got time for this. Why am I doing this? Oh, I was bored that moment. Then I delete it.
And catfishing is real too, all that shit.
It's pretty real.
Yeah, that's real, man. That's
Oh,
real.
you're single too, Derek. Fuck.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh yeah.
Stay off the maps.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, facts.
For real.
And then one more thing, you guys have like a cable TV show. You have
Yeah,
coming,
yeah,
or?
yeah. No, we started this project during the pandemic. It kind of took a back seat because we worked
Okay.
on like the record, but during the pandemic we started because remember when like that happened, there were no live shows, and people were doing these
Live streams.
stream
Yeah,
live
for
shows.
sure.
Everybody's trying to figure it
And
out.
then so I think we were just trying to figure out how to approach that.
Okay.
Like, you know, we didn't want to just jump into like, okay, this is the new norm, so we're just gonna do that. And there was nothing wrong with that because we seen a few that were amazing.
There was some amazing.
Yeah.
There was
ones.
some great
People
ones.
making crazy money, man. doing
Yeah,
that
like
shit.
exactly. So we were just like, okay, how do we make it our own? How do we figure
Yeah.
out a way to make it our own? And so Cold Cable was just like a way to make it episodic and feel like and tap into a different side of us. That's like, you know, people might look at horror and be like, yo, this dark, like, you know, these motherfuckers are serious. Like, they might punch me in the face or some shit. And then you meet us and you're like, oh, shit, like, cool.
Yeah.
You're just fucking just
Chilling.
taking your kid out to the park. You're kicking it.
Chilling.
Or y'all funny. And so, like, with Cold Cable, we kind of just wanted to tap in with, keep it music, but then show that we goofballs too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? We're
Human
human
side
beings.
to you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And so that's pretty much that vibe.
I-
And I
yeah.
got to do a sketch with Jack Black, which was crazy.
Sick.
Like,
Jack
you know,
Black's
so it's
tight.
able to collab in those, you know, like you do a tour or you might do a song with somebody, but then to do something like that with someone like that, I'm like, yo, you are a legend, bro.
Yeah.
Jack Black is a legend.
It was cool, right? Yeah, super
Mad
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Mad cool.
mad cool.
God damn, you guys have a crazy story and meeting so many different people and working with people, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Just
wild.
came to LA just to make it happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and said we wasn't gonna lose. Like I'm like, yo, coming from Jersey, when once we move here, I'm not coming back. Not that I'm not coming back, but I'm not gonna lose. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take this opportunity and play around with it.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like we once we step in this door, we know it takes work, and so
Yeah.
we willing to put that work in.
And when you went
know?
back, you played the Barclays, so there's that too.
feel me? Like,
It's fucking
Dig?
pretty
come
sick.
on,
You dig?
come
You know what I
on,
mean?
come on.
I just
man.
automatically thought about the Gravediggers right now for some reason. I was
bro,
talking to you about
love
the band being
Gravediggers.
scary and like
Yep.
that was so ahead of its time
It
too.
was.
man.
It really
Hell
was.
yeah.
It
It was
really
some
was.
dark, fucking
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
It was.
So good,
Shout out
man.
to the RZA, man, for sure.
Everybody was getting the fang,
Listen,
Rick, yo,
getting the
yeah.
fang fronts. and
Bro,
shit.
he had the. You had the fans.
I
did?
had,
Yeah.
I had him 2009 or 10.
And then he realized that he couldn't.
I had
yeah.
I had a lisp.
couldn't really close.
It was a
Damn.
bar connecting them. I didn't
Oh,
get
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
separate.
Right.
Yeah, it was a bar. And
It'd
I
be
was just
hardcore,
like,
our one friend.
What's
that
the
was on
band?
there,
Yeah,
Lena.
she cut her teeth to the fangs.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It's
like
legit.
like
It
shave
looks
shaved them
natural.
down
Yeah.
to whoa.
crazy.
But yeah, the Gravediggers, that was some
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
shit. That was way ahead of its time,
That was
man.
dope.
You could call it even like not goth hip, but it was some dark shit
It
before
was,
there was
yeah.
any kind of thing like
But
that.
I
Yeah.
love that twist. I mean, that's what drew me to you guys. I mean, I was in in Sweden recording
that's
3
right.
years ago, and even longer. And I just remember being out in the middle of nowhere, you know, checking out your album, and I was like, "Yo, what is this?"
Wow.
Like the artwork and
Wow.
everything.
Mm.
And then the visuals around it, like what you guys are wearing, I was like,
Right.
"Damn, we got no fashion sense."
Yeah.
Like I was just like t-shirt, like I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, man!" I was like, I wish we had some like outfits and shit, but now it would be too corny if we tried
can't
to
do
run
that shit now.
Yeah.
And then I was
Yeah.
just like, I was go on these runs before doing vocals, and I would be listening to your album. I was just like, "Damn, this is so dope!" Like it's so many different cool places, it's so heavy, and I was really feeling it. You know, I was really
Thank you.
happy to discover something on my own. Like nobody like turned me. It was just
Mhm.
something
That just
gradually. I
came
was
on.
like, "Oh shit! Like what's this about?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn."
That's
Okay.
when you see the name
Yeah.
too. It's like, what
Thank
is
you.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll
it,
get
was-
to it.
but
I'll
it was like
click it.
instantly. I was like, "This is the shit."
Yo,
And
I
then,
appreciate
then
that,
like
man.
years later,
Yeah.
it was like not even years later. It was like, "Man, I want this band. This band's got to come on tour with us."
Yeah, yeah,
And then it was
yeah.
like, and then one person I was talking with, our manager was like, "They're already too big. They're already too big.
Ah,
They
man.
already blew up." I was like,
Whoa.
"Damn."
I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
see you guys with Sepultura. Be sick fucking tour, man.
It would be.
Trying to do
I think
that.
that's-
It would
that's
be.
still a
It would be.
reality,
It
man.
would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
Putting it
would
out
be.
there in the atmosphere right
Yeah,
now.
no, that would be
Absolutely.
Yeah.
crazy.
Fuck.
That would be
Yeah, but I just want to
absolutely
say that
crazy.
was you big inspiration.
Thank
Definitely.
you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
So
That means a
glad to
lot.
see that. You know, I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn."
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love for us being older guys from the scene that
Mhm.
everything was kind of kept separate, and now it's not. Now it's a mesh of all different inspirations that people aren't afraid.
Yes.
Like Turnstile, people aren't afraid to show
Yeah.
their
Yes.
pop, their I don't know, everything. You know.
But that
All
was
in
the
one
most
style.
the most important thing is that stepping outside of the box.
Yes.
Something
Yeah.
was
Yes.
extremely important at a young age, and I think for any age that you are,
Yeah.
you know, it's really important to shake. You know, not get in that comfort zone where you're not evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
this was something that, you know, it was inspirational with you guys because it was like stepping out of that box.
Yeah.
You know, the same with like Zulu and Prince. You know, it's like really, I love that, and that's what got me into heavy hardcore alternative music in the first place. You know, I didn't give a fuck about what people thought about what I was wearing, if I was growing my hair.
Yeah,
I was like, that attitude, you know, is something that can stick with you.
Yes.
So,
That's why I feel like hardcore and punk don't really have a blueprint.
right.
It's not a particular sound or look or style, especially nowadays.
Right.
Yes.
It's everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one. That's why I hate all the gatekeepers and the old school people. They're like, this isn't punk. Who the fuck are you to say what is punk and what's hardcore? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
We're fucking old, man. We've seen all the different generations, so I appreciate it all. You know what I mean? I'm psyched to see what you guys do next and all that shit.
Yeah, this next record, I don't want to say too much about the next album, but
all right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I met you randomly at that Fever thing. I met him at this backyard show that Fever 33 did.
Yeah,
and that was awesome.
Right.
Just connected with you.
Right.
Because I've heard the name throughout through Travis and seeing the stuff. And
likewise, I already knew your work, who you was. You know,
Horror.
Yeah.
I thought horror was like, I thought it came about from Apocalypse Now, like the very end scene.
You know, it's
with which I love that. It's so strong in my mind. It's like the horror. It's crazy
because like when we moved to LA, a guy that was working for my manager, he was the first person I was like, y'all never seen Apocalypse Now? He was like, yo, when you leave here, go watch that right now.
Damn.
Like, and at the time we didn't know about it or whatever, but that shit.
I was waiting to hear that, like a sample of the track. Like,
don't be surprised if you hear that.
Is that a crazy sample to use, probably?
I mean, just the scene itself. Like, Marlon Brando is out of his fucking mind. Like, literally his part, but in life in general. Like, he showed up on the set, and they're like, yo, who is this dude? He's all fat, like, huge. They had to put him in all black clothing, so he looked thinner, and he was wilding. Everybody was wilding on that whole scene. But just the whole idea behind that is so powerful, you know. Heart of Darkness, like
pretty.
I just and people can see your Bad Brains attitude cover. It's online, right? Watch it. It's on YouTube.
Yep. We done Attitude. So we first used to do Attitude. I think we did Band in DC a few times,
and then we started doing
Big Takeover.
Big Takeover.
We actually gonna do Big Takeover on this next run for a few shows.
That video of them playing that at CB's, that classic video from the '80s. And the whole crowd's just bum rushing the stage. Bad Brains. Have you guys met HR before?
Yeah.
Sick. He's the best, dude.
Met HR. We met everyone except
Earl.
Everyone except Earl.
It's pretty quiet, man.
HR is the best, man. He came out recently and played reggae set. It was cool. I
mean, that set it off for me too. Seeing that Eye Against Eye tour with Bad Brains and just him. He had like a.
I remember seeing that.
He had like a hernia or something there, and he was so crazy. They were like, "Yo, we got to tie him in a chair." He was like in a chair, tied up, so he wouldn't move around.
There's a YouTube of
that happening.
Of Daryl telling that story.
Right.
And then I tried to look for it, and I'm like, "There's no footage of it."
Nobody had cameras then. It was like or video. I mean, it was insane.
So he was in a chair, just like
straitjacket vibes.
Yeah, I mean, he's still one of the favorite shows I've ever seen was Bad Brains. Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Lead vocal person I've ever seen in my entire life. You know.
Yeah, I saw him in New York back then. I saw him Quickness tour also with
Tour.
Leeway in '89.
Yeah, that was that was fire.
He's just incredible. I'm just
incredible.
He's doing so good now too. He's in a good place.
I hope
so. His wife takes care of him. Yeah. I wish we'd see the Bad Brains again someday.
Biggest inspiration.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all seen him in like the prime, and I'm just like looking at videos like, fuck.
Yeah,
wish
I mean, people, they just ruled the scene. Like if they play in New York, it's just like everyone instantly just like crazy. Yeah. I mean, people lost their fucking mind.
You could say on the New York hardcore or DC hardcore.
I don't know. New York, I feel so hard.
They really set it off in New York.
Yeah. And then with like Chromax too, it was like the same week. Like just seeing that shit, like just like you said, like it just flashback of like me, like 14, like, yo, I got to do this.
Right.
I was like this. Facts. I was just like this is some bug like that feeling, just like on the outskirts, like oh my god, from the first like.
Immediately.
Immediately, I was like, oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
just
Oh,
people
Chromax,
just
yeah.
like,
Woo.
Yeah.
and Bad Brains too. It's just like, yo,
As soon as you
this
hear that first
explosion
riff,
of
Yeah.
energy,
that
and like
shit.
people just letting go,
Yeah.
physically moving
Yeah.
their body. You know,
Yeah.
like
So dope.
I love music and watching all different types of styles, but never in the style I've seen people physically react in that way.
That's
Mm.
true.
Awesome.
Only in like church.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Feeling, you know, the
That's
spirit,
a
like get up
fact.
and stand
Yes,
up and just
yes,
like,
just go
oh,
yes.
just like move. I'm like,
Yes.
yo,
Yes, and that's how we felt when we went to them first few shows in New York. It was just like, because in Jersey, something like that was having, it'd be a fight. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we from the hood.
Right.
And so, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't nobody moshing at no parties.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
seeing that energy and seeing the love still
Yeah.
within,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's some people probably like out to hurt you and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Some.
it's still dope though to see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, and
Beautiful.
you definitely wanted to. It was contagious.
yeah,
Part of that.
extremely
Contagious.
contagious.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, when's the next show? When's the next
Yep.
show? When's the next show?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We did a
Exactly.
show 2003 in Japan. It was H2O, Dance Hall Crashers, MC Hammer, Bad Brains, Dog Eat Dog, 5 bands festival. Flew in
What?
for the show.
That's
Everybody,
great.
and De La Soul just had that new song, Ooh, Ooh, Ooh. I forgot what album it was. They played it twice because they were jet lagged. Bad Brains didn't go on until 5 in the morning. All the kids are like hanging over the barricade, like falling asleep. We were up all night. Me and my wife, like, fuck, I want to see the Bad Brains. We were so tired. We start going back to the hotel in the shuttle. As we get into the hotel, the elevator doors open up. HR, I told this story in the HR. I'm the HR doc.
Oh,
told
wait,
the
I
story.
seen that. Yeah.
HR fucking floats. Looks like he floats out of the fucking. He's got a bird cage on his head.
Oh, the
And like
gosh,
floats out the
bro.
elevator. Me and my wife look at him, we're like, fuck that. We turn out, we follow HR, we go right in the bus, we go back and watch. It was incredible, man.
wow.
All of us from the barricade watching.
The
De La
bird
Soul's
cage.
watching.
I
MC
remember he
Hammer's
was-
watching.
Wow.
Crazy.
MC Hammer.
He was
Crazy.
so cool. He's so nice. He killed it. He
I
has all his
love MC
dancers and
Hammer.
shit.
Yo,
Crazy.
He's a gangster
Yo,
too, by the way.
for sure.
Because of the
Yo,
stories people
For
talk
sure.
about.
Facts.
Like
Yeah, he was like, the whole like image he had was not who he was.
yeah,
No, of
that's a
course
fact.
not. No,
That's
yeah.
a fact.
MC Search told that story. A bunch of people told the story about him like
Yeah.
being so
He's
legit.
legit.
Yep.
Like no pun intended, so
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah.
But he was like an ill
It's a good
cat.
hard. No, no.
Yeah.
doubt.
That was the craziest show ever played. But seeing HR like just fucking float, man,
Damn.
fuck.
That's
It's
wild.
crazy, man.
That's
Fucked.
wild.
Well, thank you guys for being here, man. Sharing your
Man,
story and
Bro,
fucking
absolutely,
having
man.
us,
Thanks for
man.
having us,
It's
yo.
great.
Truly,
You have any
truly
questions for
pleasure.
these young lads?
No, it's all good, man. I'm
Thank
just
you.
happy to be here, man. Thank
Yeah,
you for,
just welcome
having me
back,
as a
too.
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can find your music online everywhere and your
For
website
sure.
and Instagram and all that shit.
All that. All that.
Mhm. Come to them shows, man.
Yeah, and there's no LA show we can announce right now, though, right now.
Nah,
Okay.
no.
Just
But keep your eyes open.
your eyes
It-
open.
it
But
might-
Europe-
might pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might pop up. Yeah, LA is like that.
Yeah, I want to know. You guys
Yeah.
going to Europe in like 2 days from now or something?
Yeah.
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 Fuck,
Literally.
you guys
yeah.
ready? You
2
packed?
days.
You all good?
I'm in the process.
Do you
Yeah.
overpack or pack light? Like just like a carry-on? or you-
Overpack.
I overpack crazy
Overpack.
shit.
I can't help
Still
it.
I
do
can't
it.
help it.
Like
Yeah.
mad
Can't help
shoes
it.
I
I
bring.
just can't help it,
Yeah.
bro. Like
I'm
every
just-
time, I'm
How many
just
pairs
like,
of kicks you bring, you think?
Yo, I done brung
you,
like.
you be
I bring
bugging.
I bring
I'll be
crazy
wildin'.
shit.
You
too.
be bugging.
I'll be
You probably be bringing more shoes than me, and
Yeah.
I'll bring like a couple pairs.
Over
of it.
5 pairs?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever bring shit that's like beaters
It's
you
a
leave
lot.
behind?
right?
I'm
Well, he-
infamous
no-
for
no-
losing.
Notorious for leaving shit.
I'm
on,
infamous
on the stage.
I'm
like,
infamous
take
for
it off and
performing.
then leave it.
I'll perform. By the end of the set, shirt is off. I'll go to the green room. Like 20 minutes later, I'm like, yo, where my shirt? I'll go on the stage.
Gone.
It's gone.
God.
dude.
And I'm talking about legit
Right.
shit that I done
pieces.
You bring
had.
nice, you bring nice
Pieces.
good shirts.
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah, like
Like,
he done lost shirts, coveralls in hotels. He done left shit drying in the hotel. left that. Like they done found some heat,
some custom made shit.
custom made shit.
Damn. This last
they
tour I
fucked
did
it up.
was 12 shows. I brought 12 T-shirts and and 12 pairs of underwear, 12 socks. I threw them away every night. It was all shitty old socks, shitty old underwear, busted ass shirts. I still every night throw them away. I brought back nothing. It was so sick.
I think
Damn,
I
that's
used,
probably
It's all
satisfying.
beaters.
Yeah.
I used like
dude.
4 items or
Beater
5
shoes.
items the whole tour for like a month. We had laundry every day, so it didn't make. I was
Okay.
like, why did I even bring anything?
Yo, but
So it was just like, up, get it back. I was like, putting it back on.
That's to be honest though, when you're out for that long, you kind of like you wear the same shit.
do,
Yeah.
You do.
Like when
Yeah.
you're on the road for like a month, 2 months, people try to act like you wearing the same
You are.
thing. I do.
Same
I
Same
do.
shorts,
I do
same
Like
bottom.
literally.
Yes.
Like you wash it, but you're wearing the same outfits,
Yeah.
bro.
Exactly.
True.
So sometimes I overpack and I'm just like, why even bring this shit?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not even gonna wear it.
I still haven't learned this.
Yeah, like
Just
you
in
know?
case you might
yeah,
want
right,
it.
right,
Yeah.
right. You
Yep.
know, but you step out and you might wear one thing, but you still go back to wearing that
Yeah.
same
It's exactly that.
Yep.
Go back
Exactly.
to
What
where it was.
about-
thing. Yo.
What about shoes on stage? Do you wear like sport shoes that help you balance? Are you wearing flat Converse or Vans?
This
Because
is
those
good.
just
Oh,
will kill you. Those will
we-
kill you when you
that's
get
a good
older.
question.
We freaks with
Okay,
it.
that's it. Good to know.
So not-
Oh
Yeah.
no. Yes.
We changed it up to like running shoes. I see this dude wearing like running shoes on stage.
Yeah.
and shit.
Nah,
We're
like
older,
I
though.
need
Your
to
back
know
and
that.
shit.
Yeah, that's real.
Because the flat,
Yes.
the Vans and the Converse, man, they fuck
It
you
killed
up
my-
later
it
on in
killed
life,
my
man.
feet, my
like
ankles.
jumping
Okay.
with no spring.
Yo,
Oh, you're
They
right.
look
Yes.
cool as fuck.
No,
I wear.
it's
I
true.
wear.
I used-
Yeah.
They're classic
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. Yeah.
But
I used
But-
to wear Converse, but you're right.
Okay.
It really
It's
fucked.
not.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm still wearing Converses. I'm like,
yeah, but you're young.
gotta
You're
switch it
young.
up.
Put them on. You just put them
'Cause
on.
I got
It'll
these-
catch up to your
Yeah.
back and shit.
because I got these black Converses that go, but I can black.
You can put some insoles in them.
Yeah.
Nah, I might.
Dr. Souls. You put
gotta
the Dr.
find-
Souls in them.
Nah, we just
I
got.
might just had to switch it up.
Gotta get some.
Switch
bounce.
it
Think
up.
about the
Yeah,
Ramo-
I
the
gotta get
Ramones
some-
wore Converse, but they didn't jump around.
Facts.
They just
Facts.
chilled.
Yeah.
They look cool as
Yeah.
fuck. Vans are good on Minor Threat wearing Vans. Everybody wearing Vans,
Yeah.
but you can't fucking stage.
No.
man.
Yeah.
If you're jumping around,
Forget about
it's
it.
hard, bro. Especially
Yeah.
you too,
Yeah,
you big
it'll destroy your
motherfucker.
shit. No, it's a game changer to have practical
Comfortable.
shoes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because later on, like I see a lot of my friends having back issues now, and they're like, oh, they switch from Vans to Hokas or some sort of running
Yeah.
shoe.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
It doesn't look as cool.
Yeah.
It's you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and it
Man,
bounce
fuck
better
it.
and
If-
shit.
Maybe if they hear this, they can make a dope stage shoe. Like
But Converse look
Facts.
dope in
Facts.
pictures though.
Facts.
Converse and classic Vans.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. They look
they
dope.
always look cool.
With your ankles and
They do.
shit.
They do.
Yeah.
It's
They
hard.
do.
We be wearing boots too.
I,
Boots on stage. Oh
boots.
yeah.
I do the boots.
Badass.
I do the boots when the stage is. If it's
I
room to
can't do
run
the whole
around,
tour.
then I'll throw the kicks on. I'm more active. But if it's
Yeah.
boots and I'm kind
If you're
of,
stuck in there,
I'll throw the boots on.
barricade. Yeah, and the monitors. Yeah. When bands don't strike their drums, you have like a little fucking teeny
Yep.
section
Bro.
Oh
to
my
play.
God.
You guys strike your drums for openers?
Bro.
Keep it real.
depends. Not on this last tour now.
Okay.
'Cause
We
it's
don't.
impossible.
Yeah.
We done had. Yeah. We
It's
done-
hard.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, if you headline, you want your shit to be set up.
Yeah.
When you pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
for time too, like
Right,
time
yeah.
setup, just
You know?
wheel it on.
Like you
Exactly.
worked this hard to get to this point, so you don't have to move your shit.
True.
Are you
and-
using in-ears?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know.
Tell him about.
It's
that,
hard. I
man.
tried. It's hard.
No. Seriously, it was for us too. Like when because we used to just ripping and running.
And the wire in your pocket.
Yep.
and
Yo,
shit.
we used to, and then we got it, and then at first we were like, I don't know, and then
We got
over
spoiled.
time,
Got spoiled.
I'm like, actually, this shit sounds really good.
You love it?
Got spoiled.
Like,
I love it.
It
sounds-
doesn't pop out and shit. When you run
Yeah,
around?
Dude,
It does,
at
but-
the end, towards the end, I'll just take mine out because I know I'm going to be.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck it up or lose it.
Yeah.
But yeah, towards the end of the set, if I could just hear the drums, I'm going to the drums,
Okay.
and I can hear him. I'm like, all right, I know
Okay.
what my part is, and then I'm in the crowd just
Totally.
wherever.
Yeah.
But
kinda
yeah,
crazy to hear.
Especially jumping the barricade and
yourself
shit. And
that,
Exactly,
like
exactly.
good, like in your ear. It's like you're wearing these headphones. Normally, when you wear headphones, you listen to other music,
yeah.
but this is you live currently. It's-
Yeah,
No, I know.
and if it's mixed right,
yeah.
that shit is a game changer.
If it's mixed right, you like,
whoa, like
What
you're
the
just yeah,
fuck?
you're in it. You're in
You're
it.
in it.
But you
you're
can still
in
feel
it.
the power of the band behind you, though.
You're so focused.
Yeah.
That's
like,
how we have the
because
power.
it's so
You
crisp.
hear the
like,
timing is also one thing
Yeah.
that helped
Yes.
me because if you have fast songs or whatever, then you can even hear. I can hear my drummer's click track on certain songs, not like the whole thing. But I'm
so you
like,
can catch them
yeah.
parts.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then everyone's like, "Yo, you're so much more on time with
It's
these."
so
Yeah.
true.
Exactly.
It's probably a game changer.
Like
It's a
for
game
real.
changer.
This like
and
you
you're
said,
not straining your vocals as much. Trying
another.
to scream over the
Yes.
monitors.
That's
Yep.
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a
You
big
do
game
warm ups
Yes.
too? You do vocal warm ups?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
same.
yep. We
It's
just
so important, man.
And you got
the
it,
recent.
yeah.
I don't know how long we.
I mean, for the last.
Did you a
like, for
singing
the
teacher or
last-
something or no? No.
YouTube?
Nah, yeah.
Mhm.
You ever check out
Really?
Screaming in
Wow.
Zen?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
She was my coach back in the day.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
I was just talking about.
Yeah. I was
Melissa
chatting.
Cross. She's ill, man.
I was chatting with her through text.
She's a legend, dude. She
Yeah,
did
yeah.
so many Lamb of God, everybody, dude.
Yeah.
She's fucking.
Yep.
She's great.
Yeah, we learned the hard way that it's you should definitely.
Because
like,
we ain't used to
warm
do it.
Yeah.
And sleep too. Sleep's so important on tour. People think about
that.
you think about tea and honey, but it's really sleep. Your rest.
Yes.
I try not to talk during the day. If I'm like 12 shows in a row, I don't talk.
Same. You
It's so important.
The new home
kill it.
really crush it. The new homies that come out and they think like they see you on tour and they're like, it's fun. You're just out there.
You're like, I'm going to bed.
Bro, I'm going to bed, bro. Yeah, you have
talking.
to. You got to preserve your
proper
shit.
rest.
Absolutely.
It's so important, man.
Absolutely.
Especially for us, because we just
Go off.
Yeah.
You ever
taking
lose your
naps.
voice on tour at all? Or no.
Well, not lose it, but like I
Get
didn't
raspy.
Yeah, I didn't fuck my
I've
shit up.
lost mine twice. I lost mine twice. Yeah, and both times it threw me off guard.
Yeah.
That's
I was
shit's
like,
scary, man.
whoa.
Yeah,
Because that's your tool, man. That's your fucking.
Yeah,
everything.
That's when you realize like, oh shit.
right.
If
I've
this
had nightmares
doesn't
about
work,
that.
yo,
Yeah.
I don't get like nothing can happen.
Mm-hmm.
This music don't come out, we don't get paid. Like nothing happens,
Right,
yo.
yeah.
Everything
Stops.
stops. Like
I mean, I love going after the show to the merch booth talking to people, but
Ah.
that's when it gets you. If you're talking after the set all night to
Yo.
people.
Over people.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah, we
Cause
stopped.
it's
We
loud.
stopped doing
We stopped,
that.
yeah.
And also, no disrespect to the fans who want to hang,
Nah,
but like
that's-
if they
I
want
gotta
you to continue the
preserve.
tour,
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
sleep.
yeah. I
like
got
the tea
it.
and the honey, and like I chew
They be
gum
like,
on
yo,
stage.
come on,
Yeah.
come on, like let's go to this other
Yeah.
bar and turn up. I'll be
hell no.
like,
We like, nah,
yo, we just,
I'm good.
That's being professional. He's being
Yep.
professional,
Yeah.
man.
Like I just gave you the turn up. This is all I'm doing. I need to go
Facts.
preserve my voice. 'Cause
Right.
I got another show. Like,
What's the
coming up.
most shows you guys done in a row? You think
12.
12? Yeah.
12.
It's good. Yes, we're doing that.
That
coming
shit
up.
was fucking crazy.
But you
Yeah,
get
it's
into the
crazy.
roll of it too. So
get
like,
into the roll.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you
hard
get to
at
the
first, and then once you get in the groove, you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
that's every day. I'm doing
12.
it.
I would
Like,
fuck my voice up more like on a weekend, 2 shows, and it would
Yeah.
12 shows. I don't know why. Just because I'm doing my warm ups
Yep.
every day, I get
Yep.
into the
Yep.
roll of it.
Yeah.
You ever lost your voice with Sepultura?
No.
Damn.
That's amazing.
Fuck.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you-
yeah.
Over 20 years, you never had.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's amazing.
You go
That's
hard,
show.
bro.
That's amazing.
That's good.
It's like a lot of vocal warm ups and warm downs and all
Warm
those
downs.
things. Like from the
Okay.
very beginning, I was like, I can't go out and talk at bars. Like, be like, oh, we're going out, and I just realized early on, like it's not going to be productive the next day.
Mm.
And I
Like
hate
you learned that you learned that the hard way, right?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you
no, I
did it.
learned quickly.
Okay.
you know, early on, like even before Sepultura and the hardcore band, I tried one show where I was drinking and I was like, and then it was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I saw video footage. I was like, oh, it was even worse. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't want to be that
It's
guy
worse.
on
Okay.
stage.
Yeah.
And then I realized that fear of like losing a voice on stage, like fuck, no, I want to preserve it and
Yep.
follow everything, and just really the whole going out after a show. I was just like, nah, I'm good. You know, I need to
There's
really.
no point.
Yeah.
Dope.
You
I toured
literally
bus.
just did.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just turned.
Yeah.
You just gave him a
Yeah.
show. It's no reason to go.
Damn.
Exactly.
You know.
Tour
Like
bus
that.
is a game changer too. Just having the bunks and
Yo,
Yeah,
for
where you
sure.
can sleep, like you
Literally
said.
just rest while you're getting there.
Wake
up
You
at
the
wake up,
venue.
you're
Yep.
there.
Yep.
dude, it's
Yeah.
such a
Amazing.
game changer. I
Oh,
mean, you can't
yeah.
do it all the time. When you do it, it's like a luxury, but it's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, definitely. It's
you've never been to-
naps. I was just like, oh, naps and tours. Like, oh, here we go.
But
Yo.
Yep.
D, you never been
Same.
in
I definitely take naps.
naps, too.
Yeah.
Yo.
The naps.
the, you never been in a van with Sepultura though, right?
We did some van type stuff.
But like for how many shows?
Not many. Just
Not like your full tour.
no, hell no.
Yeah, that, I was gonna say that that can't
No,
even. You
no.
can't.
We're doing a sprinter for the Europe coming up in
mean-
August, but it's like 10 shows.
I mean,
That's
we
okay.
even like, yeah. I mean, we're cheap, but we were like, fuck, maybe we can. It's like, nah, who are we fooling? You know, like it's
Yeah.
not
How about the
It's
bands
not
have like
possible.
5 buses?
You're
and
like it's
shit?
not possible.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Like Blink, each guy's their own bus.
Yeah, I know. When we did
Crazy.
How
was it Corn? Or
Corn?
Like
Oh,
they
shit, Corn.
they put like
Yep.
they had them motherfuckers.
Everybody had their own
everybody
shit.
had a
They were cool
buzz.
guys. Cool guys.
Mad cool.
Mad
I heard,
cool.
I heard great things about
Mad
them.
cool.
Yeah,
Mad
yeah.
cool,
the
yo.
JD's mad cool. Like they all cool. Yo.
Mad
Great
cool.
dudes,
I
man.
love those guys.
Slipknot.
Dude, you guys play with
all that.
everybody, man. Fucking sick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had some
But yeah, when you
tours.
play with these
Yeah.
bands and you get there and you know you pull up in your tour bus and they got like
10 of them.
yo like 10 of them shits
Right,
and
yeah.
the semis.
Semis.
Yo,
Semis.
you like dang.
Like, fuck.
Different
Yeah.
level.
Yo,
man.
this a
Yep.
this
It's
a whole
whole
different level.
Yep.
That's why I'm excited to see Turnstile with Blink. It's like their first arena tour. just see how that vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
Just see in different elements. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Turnstile's amazing. Love them.
Bro.
Love what they're
Love 'em.
doing. Shout out to them, yo.
Dude,
Yeah.
killing it, man. They
Crushing
get
it.
mentioned every episode of the podcast.
Crushing
Yeah.
it.
They're so good live, good kids.
Yeah,
Yep.
crushing it.
I'm psyched to see what they do next after this record because it's been out for like almost 2 years and I've been
Mhm.
grinding on
Yep.
this album.
Yeah.
What they'll do next.
Yeah. Crushing.
All right, well, fuck, man. Thank you guys for being here, man.
Man,
Appreciate you.
it. Appreciate it.
Have a great
Thanks.
tour.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
When we get
Yes,
back, we'll
man.
definitely have you guys come over for the sauna or ice bath. You ever fuck with that?
Oh.
I've been
Okay.
fucking with it.
Ah.
I've been fucking with it.
He didn't fuck with it for a while, then now he loves the fucking cold plunge. He didn't do it for a minute.
Like he literally
You fuck with
just
it? You love
started
it? Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that
Yeah.
shit. He's
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to
I'm
get
gonna
me
show
to
you.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'm just like, man.
Mental. It's good for the mental
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
too.
it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Okay.
I just had Zulu over here yesterday trying. It was great, man.
Hey.
We tried it a bunch of times, but it's like 39 degrees.
Yeah.
And my sauna, you fuck with the sauna though, right? Sauna's 250, yeah.
I fuck with the sauna.
Yeah, I can see you do because you like to
Yeah,
work
yeah,
out. Fucking.
Yeah,
Yep.
get sweaty. You know, I could fuck with that, but the plunge, that's gonna take a second.
Only 3 minutes, bro.
Yo, motherfuckers came in through like 10 seconds of that shit.
It's crazy.
Like that first, like, you
Braxton
know.
did 16 seconds yesterday.
60.
Yo,
He was like,
that's what-
fuck this. He jumped out. I was like, fuck this. He's like, I love the
Right.
sauna. It was great, though. He was a good sport about it.
Dope.
That's amazing, yo.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Sir.
I always ask my guests if they have any regrets. I personally don't have any regrets. Even when it comes to my tattoos, I have the silliest tattoos. Even my ET on my leg, it's still a childhood memory for me, and I love it. I've had tattoos on top of tattoos strictly because I wanted more tattoos. I started getting tattoos when I was 18. I'm 52 now, and I can't stop. I've had laser treatment before on something on my arm. It's 4 tattoos on top of each other. And that experience at that place was pretty fast. It was pretty cold. It was in and out, swiped the credit card. Don't really tell me much. Didn't give me much details of anything was going to happen. So I never went back. So as of most recently, I'm so lucky enough to have had 2 sessions at Removery Tattoo Removal. My tattoo on my arm that looks like a big black blob is now super light. I've had 2 sessions. I have a long road ahead of me. None of this stuff happens overnight. You cannot take a tattoo up in one sitting. You have to be patient. And it's painful. They ice you up. It's super fast. To me, it felt like a bunch of rubber bands. But what's more painful than that is looking at something on your body that you think you're stuck with for the rest of your life. That sucks. But now for me, I'm really happy I started this journey. I'm slowly going to get this tattoo removed. I never thought in a million years I have any kind of real estate on my arm. I don't even know what I want, but it's exciting. I'm so honored to announce that One Life One Chance podcast is now with Removery. I have a code. Use TobyH20 and get $100 off your first session. Call 866-934-4570 or go to removery.com. One of the most experienced tattoo removal companies in the world. Over 600,000 removal treatments done, 100 locations, US, Canada, and Australia. State-of-the-art peak-away laser technology, cryotechnology to reduce any discomfort. This is so exciting for me because all I do in these podcasts is talk about tattoos. From day one, if you've been listening to this podcast, we talk about tattoos, talk about getting removed, talk about getting covered up. So this is such a perfect fit for me. Once again, go to removery.com or call 866-934-4570. Use my code TobyH20 and get $100 off. These guys are located everywhere. Try it out.